Tell me something.
Truman, did you know that Chandler is back? And it's going to be a listenable episode?
Dahm, that's true. Pain. Ooh, welcome everybody back to another episode of Dahm, that's true. Of course, I'm your host of the most, Truman Steam Machine Steen. As always, I'm joined by the bomb.
As always, I'm talking about Bang.
Owen and Dahm. And this week we are joined by Chandler. Exclamation point, if you will, there on Spotify. He's here to help us break down the NFC West. He's an Arizona Cardinals fan. Welcome, Chandler.
Sure is.
Thank you so much for being here. Or what? Wait, other way around. Thank you
Happy
so much
to be
for
here.
letting me be here. Yeah, happy to be here.
Of course. Anytime you want to be on, definitely just let us know. We'll always have you on.
True.
So as we're getting rolling, so a couple things we want to address before we get too deep in this episode. Yes, last year this NFC West breakdown was unlistenable, listenable. Anybody? Good adjective? You got a good adjective? Stop looking at the screen.
Listen,
Look me in the eyes.
Unlistenable.
Unlistenable.
I don't know how you. I don't know how
That
you
doesn't
say
sound
that
right.
I'd allow it. I think it works.
You could not listen to it. So
I think you can just say impossible to listen to.
So this week, good news. Or this time, good news. You should be able to hear it. It'll be great. You can hear every game that we pick in the NFC West. And then all of our breakdown. So our top 5 also. I do want to point out all the music that you guys hear for all the podcasts on this channel, all made by Chandler. Woo. Right here, yes. So this is our yearly appreciation of Chandler. We try to shout him out as whenever we remember to. But any music that you like, I mean, it's just a great. It's just and I feel like I took things because I'm in your Discord. I was a spy in your Discord, just stealing beats from Chandler, where Chandler's just be like working on music, and I would he just had posted something, and he's like, I don't know, and I would just steal it. It'd be like draft, and I'm like, yep, yoink.
For example, Funky AM Draft.
Funky AM Draft, also known as the Dahm That's True theme song.
That's true.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh yeah, that's a good bang. That's a big one.
Well, I'm honored. Super cool you guys to do that. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you. No, I mean, let's listen. There's nothing for you to appreciate, but if you want to appreciate his music a little bit more, you're on Spotify.
Yeah, so I was trying to find some kind of combination of my name that did not have like an insane amount of duplicates, and all lowercase Chandler with an exclamation point at the end had like only 20 duplicates, and so that's what I put as my name on Spotify there. So little peek behind the creative process there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
All right. Because I'm making sure I find it. That way I can post it. I will post the channel in the description of the Spotify and the YouTube, wherever you're watching.
Awesome.
Wherever anybody's watching and listening.
Artists. Chandler.
I know. Man, there are a lot of Chandlers.
There's so
Holy
many
moly.
Chandlers.
I know.
Why is Justin Bieber showing up when I search Chandler?
I say I've even got Chandler exclamation point. Wait, Chandler lowercase
point. I can also send you
the Chandlers.
It feels like if you're an artist, maybe I should have gone to artist, not profile. That would be good. That would be smart.
Yeah,
that would help us.
Yeah, but a Jelly Roll just came up.
Oh,
I think I got it.
Chapel Roan.
Yeah, no, I got it.
You got it.
Chapel Roan's just like a side project thing that I do sometimes.
Yes.
If you scroll far enough, you'll see the picture with Chandler and the sunset, and that's how you know it's him.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yes.
That was taken in Phoenix, Arizona.
Whoa.
There you go.
Whoa.
No editing. I'll throw it out. Arizona's got some primo sunsets, in case you didn't know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I've got him now. All right. He's got 5 songs.
Yeah.
Up there right now.
If you search Chandler exclamation point, two names above that will be Sleep Token. You know, well-known chill, lo-fi kind of music. Sleep Token. Truman, do you know who Sleep Token are?
No.
They are a heavy metal band. Absolutely.
Sleep Token. That kind of sounded like a chill kind of I would have believed you.
Their top song is called "The Summoning."
If you just want to be able to search for it and have it pull up, you could just do Emily's song Chandler ! That will pull up
Every
Chandler's song, and then you can just go to his profile also. So
It's a banger.
we're all about SEO over here, baby. All right. So there's that. There's one thing. There's the first thing that we want to make sure that we definitely talked about. Also, want to shout out our patrons over there at patreon.com/opendisaster. Shout out Aaron, Joe, Skylar, Dylan, Mailbox Kansas City, now opening the Iron District, and Ozzy.
Oz. I went to Mailbox on Friday.
Did you really?
Yep. I got a chocolate chip cookie dough Melt Monster. Fucking forgot to dress it.
What do you mean?
I was showing somebody a Melt Monster, and I didn't get any toppings. I just got the Melt Monster with the ice cream. And they're like, yeah, it was all right. And I was like, yeah, it's because we didn't fucking dress it up, and I'm a moron.
And add a little chocolate syrup, a little.
No.
Probably added some.
It should have been.
Oh man, some cinnamon toast crunch over the top.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna think. Looking back on it, I was like, okay, you get 3 toppings. So what I should have done is chocolate sauce, cinnamon toast crunch, and Reese's.
Nice. Yeah, that would have been fire.
But I
Instead,
forgot.
you
so.
disappoint. All right. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's break it down. Chandler. So normally we do this alphabetical, but because you are an Arizona Cardinals fan, we will skip over Arizona to start. We'll talk about how you became an Arizona Cardinals fan when we get there. But for everybody, if this is your first time ever watching one of our division breakdowns on Dahm, That's True, the way this works is that we are on a mission to pick every single game in the NFL season. Owen, how many different games are in the NFL season?
You asked me this question last week. It's like 252?
Nope.
272?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
272 games. Me and Owen will pick every single game in the NFL season. And we also do it in a way that we make sure that there's no overlapping. We can't pick for week 1 here, the Rams are playing at Detroit. We can't pick Detroit to win when we're picking the Detroit game and then pick the Rams to win when we're picking the Rams. So every game has to line up with themselves. So as we go through this, you'll see a couple of our games have already been picked. For the Rams, we've already picked them to lose to the Philadelphia Eagles because we did an NFC East breakdown two weeks ago. So there's that one. And then also, I'll pick one, you'll pick one. Chandler will pick one because he's the guest. He's an Arizona Cardinals fan, so he's helping us break down the NFC West. He's an expert on the NFC West. And then as a group, we'll have a group prediction, which will be if 2 of us pick a win or 2 of us pick a loss. It's majority rules because we have 3 people here. So,
yep.
All right. That's it. That's all the rules out of the way. Now we get to the fun stuff. Let's start here. We're going to start with the Los Angeles Rams, right? Because it's, Los Angeles Rams, San Francisco 49ers, Seattle, and then we'll do the Arizona Cardinals. Again, alphabetical order besides Chandler's favorite team gets to go last. Los Angeles Rams, obviously.
Did Stafford retire yet?
Stafford has not retired, but you know who did retire?
Yes, Aaron Donald did retire.
Aaron Donald did retire.
I saw a whole bunch of stuff about him posting stuff in the gym, though.
Oh.
Apparently he looks huge still.
I'm sure he's lost all the extra fat, and I'm sure he just looks like a lean, just terrifying person.
He was always lean, though.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, he was always lean, but now he can be totally lean.
That's true.
There's no benefit to being extra heavy. Yeah, right. He can just be all muscle. Exactly.
Did you ever see that interview with those guys and DK Metcalf and Aaron Donald?
Oh my! I've seen the picture of it was DK Metcalf and AJ Brown next to each other. That's a famous photo before the draft. But no, I've never seen it with Aaron Donald.
No, they did some interview and they were talking about how much they can squat and bench and stuff. And obviously Aaron Donald's squatting and benching way more than DK Metcalf, but he squatted 800 pounds.
Insane.
That's probably not the right number, but I remember thinking that shouldn't be possible.
I just remember when Aaron Donald posted that he retired, he put it on Instagram or Twitter. Kyler Murray immediately replied, "Thank God."
That's so funny.
That's how everyone in Arizona felt as soon as he did that. So, yeah,
that's so funny.
Relatable.
Big Bad Wolf retired, no longer huffing and puffing. Yeah. All right, so let's get into the Rams season. Let's start. They open the season Sunday Night Football.
Yeah,
at the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions, hot pick right now. Me personally, I'm also, I think I'll be hot on Detroit a little bit, but I think this pick will be more indicative that I'm cold on the Rams. I'm going to pick the Detroit to win this game.
Yeah, I'm going Detroit as well. I think they're gonna need this like really badly to help stave off the heartbreak of blowing a lead in the championship game like they did. So give me Detroit here, and it's out of necessity. Like they have to. If they lose this game, there's immediately going to be like a media rumor mill about a lot of things in their organization. They can't afford to lose this one.
Yeah, I'm absolutely with you guys. Detroit's hot. I think they'll continue to go down the same path that they were last year. I'm predicting Lions win week 1.
Fair. Hold on, I goofed a little bit here. Let me grab one of these and pull that here, and then all right.
He's cooking.
I'm doing live Excel on the.
So believe it or not, when you have an Excel sheet with literally every single NFL game, it's actually kind of complicated with the formulas. So
yeah. Well,
which divisions have you guys done so far?
So we've already broke down the NFC East and the AFC North. We had the Bengals boys on last week to help us get through it.
That's a good episode, but man, it was long.
Yeah,
we were kind of yapping. I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna do our best this week for everybody to not
spend time on teams we don't care about.
Right. No. Yeah. We just last week's episode was it 2 hours 51 minutes?
2 hours 36.
No, I think it was 250s. It was in the 250. It might have been like 255 even.
Oh gosh.
It was insane. So, all that to say that we need to pick. So let's keep moving. The following week is the Los Angeles Rams at your Arizona Cardinals. Chandler. Man. If it's at the Cardinals, I'll give this one to the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are going to be great. No, I do not want. I don't want to ruin that now. But I don't love the Cardinals this year. But on the flip side of that is that if it's that, as we have learned, and we talk about this every week, bad teams will still win games. Teams don't go 0-16 or 0-17 or even 0-16. It's impossible now.
Anymore.
So yeah, and anymore. Yeah, it's only happened once, right? Just the one time.
Browns and Lions both did it, I think.
Yeah,
did the Lions do it too? I can't remember what the Lions.
The Browns completed it after the Lions,
because the Lions completed it. I know there was a couple years where they're close, but I didn't know if they.
Well, the Browns were the first ones to do it ever because it had never happened, and then 2 years later, the Lions did it.
Okay, was that the deal?
Sorry, Lions first, then Browns.
That's what I thought.
But
okay,
2 years after each other.
That's fair because they had Matthew Stafford turn them around, so that's kind of funny. So, but that being said, I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to be great. No, but I think they will be kind of bad. But I think they've got to win games like this. So
I think the Rams are going to be worse.
Really?
Aaron Donald's gone. You can't possibly get better.
Still have Cooper Kupp, still have Puka Nacua.
Yes, but Matthew Stafford's falling apart.
God, they just got somebody else, didn't they? Or no longer Cam Akers. They have Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
And then they drafted somebody.
Doesn't matter. I can't see a situation where Stafford puts up his 28,000th elite season. I'm giving it to Arizona.
Points out his consistency and then says, you know what? He's going to be inconsistent this year.
Well, it's like Peyton Manning, man. You can only go for so long.
Sure, but as you know with Peyton Manning, when the wheels fall off, they will fall off without warning.
Yeah, I think they're going to fall off really hard.
Okay. All right. Okay.
If Matthew Stafford is a top 5 for yards passer, I will eat my shorts.
A $5 bet?
Wow.
Tweet it out.
Oh, $5? Yep.
Tweet it out.
He's not going to be a top 5 passer.
All right. Chandler, what did you have for this game?
I'm also going to go with Arizona here. I feel like this is, we talked about it in years past, and, division games are just different. These are teams that are very familiar with each other, and they play each other a lot. And for a lot of instances, you'll want to throw the records out just because, like I mentioned, these teams have a lot of experience playing with each other. I'd imagine the Rams are going to stay about where they were at last year. They finished around 10-7 last year, and I imagine they're going to stay about that, maybe a little bit, maybe take a step back. I don't know. I would guess that this season series is going to be a split, and I think Arizona takes this first one at home in Arizona.
Nice. Okay. Arizona for you. And then we all got Arizona. Following week, the Rams host the 49ers. I think the 49ers are going to be very good. I'll give this one to the 49ers.
The 49ers are still, in my opinion, the second best team in the league.
I mean, they were last year.
Yeah, so sorry, Rams. You're starting 0-3, and you're not making the playoffs.
I thought 0-4 is really the curse. 0-3 is still pretty hard, but 0-4 is the true
It's
curse.
like 8% of teams that go 0-3 make the playoffs.
I think you're thinking of 0-4, but still. What were you going to say, Chandler?
Same here. Niners are terrifying. Respectfully, I thought the Niners were the best team in the NFL last year. They just don't have Patrick Mahomes, and that guy just cannot lose important football games. I don't know. I can't explain it. Inexplicable. Niners are absolutely terrifying, and they have lost basically no one. Well, I guess they've lost a couple key pieces of defense, but we can get to that later. But yeah, I don't know. I think Niners got this.
Fair. All right.
No complaints there.
Niners. Following week, they are at the Bears. Now, this comes down to how are you feeling about the Chicago Bears?
They're still terrible. This is easy for me, Rams.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I don't. Everything about Caleb Williams screams Josh Rosen to me.
Whoa.
What? You're saying this to an Arizona
Yeah,
fan.
my team. We drafted Josh Rosen. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, but you shouldn't have.
Fair, true.
There's going to be 10 teams that's going to regret not picking him, you know?
Listen, that wasn't even for like Cardinals Josh Rosen. That was like Dolphins Josh Rosen. What I'm talking about. The dude would just. The dude was. I see a lot of the overconfident stuff, and I don't know. I'd love to be clipped and have a freezing cold take and have it go blown up, but throughout the draft process, man, Caleb Williams like kind of scared me as a fan. I'm really glad I'm not a Chicago fan. And also, think of it this way: who's worse at evaluating quarterback talent than Chicago? I don't think there's anybody.
That's true.
Oh, the Broncos.
I
I would like to throw the Broncos hat into that ring.
The Broncos.
Broncos are up there now.
Oh,
John
yeah.
Elway specifically.
Well, yeah. It's like, I think it's a tie, man. In between those two, they're both so bad. But yeah, Truman, give me Chicago here, man. I mean, sorry, the Rams.
So you're taking the Rams here.
Yep, first win.
Man,
Chicago's like, in my opinion, like a 5-win team.
I'm high on Chicago.
They won 7 games last year.
Yeah, they won 7 games last year. They added Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze. I think that's the one.
Keenan Allen and DeAndre Swift.
And Keenan Allen. Well, as Chiefs fans, I think my belief certainly was that Keenan Allen is washed.
Wow,
yeah,
I think he's pretty good. I won't think he's like top of the league, but you know, I think he's a solid number 2, potentially number 3, depending on how good Odunze is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, great number 2, number 3 kind of guy, but no longer a 1, I guess, in my head.
Yeah.
So
DJ Moore.
And DJ Moore. I like Chicago. I'm going to pick Chicago here. I think the Rams are going to start off maybe 0-5.
I'd love to eat crow, but Chicago's division is too strong for them to have a meaningful season.
Chandler, where were you at?
I'm picking the Rams in this one. I would imagine that the team's going to struggle at first. I do like the Bears a lot. I think Caleb's going to be good. And as I mentioned, I like the DeAndre Swift pickup. Rashawn Johnson they still have, and Khalil Herbert they still have. It's a strong backfield. Got a lot stronger at the wideout. But, you know, Justin Fields was always scrambling and running for his life, and I don't think that's going to get any better for Caleb here. So I imagine it's going to take him a couple games to get adjusted. But this team had a solid defense, especially in the second half of the season last year, Chicago. And I don't know. I could definitely see them. They went 7-10 last year. I could see them getting to about that number or improving it. But as you mentioned, Owen, the NFC North is pretty devastating this year. And so, but yeah, I don't know. I think Chicago is going to be, they're going to be a tough out, but I think the Rams win this one.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you could always be a tough out, but it could be like, you know, a University of Nebraska tough out.
Where you're going to get out it anyways.
What you're going to lose, but like, hey man, we went 3-8, but we competed every game. Yeah, you still went 3-8 though.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay. Following week, they get to host Green Bay. In just in a similar way that I think bad teams still have to win games, I think good teams also still have to lose games. And so I'm going to pick the Rams to win this one. I don't think they get to the bye week at 0-5. So I think they have to get this one. I think they get this one. But only one team, by the way, I looked this up. Only one team has made it when they started 0-4. That was the 92 San Diego Chargers. And then 6 teams have made it when they started 0-3.
Yeah, like I said, it's 8% when you go 0-3.
Yeah. So
and it's like 1% if you go 0-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The Rams have to win some games. So, yeah, I'll give it the Rams this one as well.
Okay. All right.
I'm kind of thinking on the same thing. They're going to have to win games. I think they match up decently well against Green Bay. I think Green Bay's better, but like I would call this like a 60-40 Green Bay game. And because it's at home, I'll nod the Rams this time.
I'm gonna give this game to Green Bay. I think they're pretty good. I think Jordan Love is legit. I think they're very young, and so I just expect that their season's gonna have a lot of huge swings in one direction or the other. That just seems to be I think they have like the youngest or second youngest roster in the entire NFL, and so I don't know. I would just anticipate high highs and low lows for this team, and maybe a bit of a tumultuous season. But I would still not a team I would like to play, Green Bay Packers, and so I'm gonna take Green Bay in this game.
Very fair.
I hate that Jordan Love's good. I hate it a lot.
I know.
Packers fans like, what's a sad season? We don't know. Da-dee-da-dee-da.
They can't keep getting away with it.
They can't keep getting away with this. Took the words out of my mouth, Truman.
It's ridiculous. I mean, technically they don't win championships, but they have fun. Kind of like the Islanders, we have some fun.
Well, Jordan Love's gonna win one. You know he's gonna win one
championship.
Yeah,
well,
they all win one.
Well, Patrick Mahomes is alive. I don't know.
I mean, they've all won one.
Alive? Retired in his 50s, Mahomes is still stopping Super Bowls.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. With San Francisco on one side and Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and Joe Burrow on the other side.
We've also got Green Bay fans in the chat that are defending Jordan Love. They're calling us not ball knowers for not being. I think they're calling you not ball lovers.
No, they're calling us not ball knowers for choosing the Rams over Green Bay. They're calling you a not ball knower.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Okay, fair. I
mean, NFC is the place to be right now. AFC's got all the good talent. NFC have a way higher chance of just getting to the Super Bowl. And hey, as long as you're in the game, you got a chance.
As long as you're playing the Cowboys, you're winning. So
that's true. The NFC is always wide open. Man, I would hate to have a great quarterback in the AFC right now. If I was anybody besides the Chiefs, I would really just
be pretty bummed.
I mean, because it's like I think there's a lot of talk about that of how many players just got like washed down the drain because you had Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, and even Ben Roethlisberger per se, where they just
obvious
washed all those guys down.
Phillip Rivers got washed down the drain.
Yep, Phillip Rivers got
best
washed.
offense, best defense in the season, and they missed the playoffs.
Alex Smith,
of
Trent
teams.
Green. I mean, there's plenty of players that just got washed down the drain. Carson Palmer washed down the drain a little bit until he got to the NFC.
Does Lamar have the same number of MVPs as he does postseason wins? Does he have more than 2? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. He passed it. Okay.
Which is the craziest part about Lamar is that we learned this last week because I love to clown Lamar because I think it's fun, but Lamar in prime time is amazing. He's like 15-4 in prime time. Sure. But he can't fucking win in the playoffs. So
I mean that especially that last game and that last interception that they threw in the end zone. There's just like a couple of those moments you're just like, man, like
that was
you're awesome, you're amazing. But,
to this day, I don't know why that wide receiver's throwing his hand up, buddy. You were triple covered.
Lamar Jackson has won 3 playoff games.
Okay, so one more playoff wins than MVPs.
I've seen enough. Put him in the hall.
Yep. Okay. So that gets us to the bye week. I have the Rams at 1-4. Owen has them at 2-3. Chandler has them at 1-4. As a group, we have them at 2-3. I think what's also no. It's not this one. I want to talk to you about the Cardinals schedule when we get there. but I don't want to give too much away. So they've got a Week 6 bye. October 20th, they come out of the bye week. They get to host the Raiders. I am low on the Raiders. I'm going to pick the Rams to win this game.
It's a free win. The Raiders have nobody at quarterback. They're going to lose 15 games, in my opinion.
Yep, right there with you. Don't think the Raiders are going to be very good. It's still Aiden O'Connell, right?
Yeah. They didn't make any moves.
Oh, sorry, wait. Lamar Jackson is
lost
2-4.
Josh
Chad
Jacobs.
GPT lied to me. Sorry.
Okay, so he has the same number of MVPs as he does playoff wins. So there you go.
Yeah, man.
There's
He farms a really bad team for 8 or 9 touchdowns against them, and then he wins his MVP because he farmed a bad team, and then he doesn't win in the playoffs, and everyone goes, "Oh, where's the MVP?" It's like he only performed against terrible teams. So I am not letting Lamar get away with that first MVP season where he farmed the worst team in the league, the Cincinnati Bengals, for 9 touchdowns. I'm not letting him get around that.
He also had a pretty bad MVP year last year too, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He's the down year merchant, man. Under 40 touchdowns for an MVP season. Yikes.
Prime time.
Yeah, it was
playoffs.
It was a weak year. It was a weak year.
Yeah. Okay. So what did you who'd you have for the October 20th game, Chandler, against the Raiders?
I'm picking the Rams.
Picking the Rams as well. Okay. Following week they host Minnesota Vikings.
Another
Thursday
win.
night football.
Yeah, Thursday night football. I think I'm going to give this one to the Rams as well.
Yeah, Minnesota is going to be on a rookie quarterback still, so.
I don't even know if they will be on the rookie quarterback at that point. They might still be on Sam Darnold.
Yeah, so I saw that on the depth chart on ESPN, which is probably not very accurate. It also sounds like they haven't decided one way or another if it's going to be JJ or Sam. That'll be interesting. You know, their defense had a lot of struggles last year, slowly improved. They still have a ton of offensive weapons. I mean, they got Aaron Jones in the offseason, of course, Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson. Like, they've got a lot of potential there on offense. And I think that their head coach is a good coach. I think he knows what he's doing. But, man, it's just a brutal division, and I don't know, quarterback, you know, the sport comes down to the quarterback a lot of the time, and I just don't know if McCarthy or Darnold are going to be the ones. So all that to say, we're picking the Rams.
Yeah. I'd love to see if JJ McCarthy ends up being good. That'd be hilarious, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Minnesota always tends to make quarterbacks that everyone think, oh, that was a reach. Or, I mean, like, you had a whole bunch of solid years out of Kirk Cousins, for God's sake. Everyone thought he was going to be just not worth the transition, and he ended up being very worth it. So we'll see.
JJ McCarthy is so young, and I don't think the Vikings have the team to win the Super Bowl this year. Yeah. I think you absolutely sit him down for a year, suffer through Sam Darnold, let him learn from Sam Darnold. It's the reason that a lot of us can attribute so much success to Patrick Mahomes out of the gate, is that he had that year to sit down and just learn from Alex Smith, who is a solid pro, but, wasn't setting the world on fire at any time.
Was never going to win you a Super Bowl.
Right. And so I think that was huge for him. And I think that would be huge for J.J. McCarthy as well, especially when he's this young. Might as well let him sit out a year and just flex his option at the end if you're really worried about it. So,
yeah.
Okay.
So you picked Rams here as well?
Sir.
Gotcha. Following week, they are at the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to give this one to the Seahawks. I think they're going to split this series, which is a bit of a cop-out, but yeah.
I don't know. Seattle, who's their new head coach?
Oh, it was...
I had his name written down.
God damn it. It's the quietest hire, I feel like, where you're like, it's somebody's old D coordinator. I can't remember who it is.
Mike McDonald.
Yeah, that's right, because it's almost like Mike McDaniel or...
Yeah. He was the Ravens defensive coordinator for the last 2 years.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, cool. In that case, the Rams.
Because he came from the Raiders tree. You're anti him?
Yes, absolutely.
Or sorry, Ravens defensive coordinator.
Whoa. Are you back in?
No.
Okay. Owen's still out.
This is in the 56% of picks I get right. Trust me on this one.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'm a Truman. I think this is a season split, and I'm going Rams.
Very fair. Very fair. Oh, you're going Rams at you're
Yeah.
picking the Rams over the Seahawks in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. A little divisional.
I think Seattle's gonna go down a little bit this year. I think last year they were at 9-8, but they got new head coach, new OC, and not a ton of other transactions. They lost a lot on defense, lost a lot of key personnel, and so I'd imagine they're gonna trend down a bit.
Sorry, Truman's cat just went up the stairs in a really weird way.
Sorry, she went diagonal up the stairs. Me and Owen both stopped and watched this cat go up the stairs.
It was really weird.
But they only had Geno. They only signed him for 2 years, right?
Yeah.
So this is their second year Geno, and then they're out of this contract after that, which I think is fine. I think Geno. I think he's gonna do about what he got paid for. I think everybody. It's a fair deal all around, and I think you say thanks, Geno. You're old. You're not gonna ever get us there, probably.
Thanks for all that social media, man, because that's what we're using you for. Social media. We're not gonna compete, but we need that clicks.
Yeah. So one more year where he just has a pretty solid year. He's gonna be like Ryan Fitzpatrick, where he just goes and is a solid backup for the next 5 years, and then joins a TV booth eventually. And so that's my guess for Geno Smith. So I definitely see Seattle regressing, as Geno Smith will regress as well. So the following week, November 11th, they are Monday Night Football, 11-11, Make-A-Wish. The Rams' wish is hosting Miami.
Ooh, East Coast team coming west.
Which is a benefit.
Which is fine.
Yes, it's the flip side around. I will take Miami for this one.
Yep, I'll give you Miami as well. I feel the same thing. I think Miami's good. Like, no matter what, you've got prime Tyreek Hill, so.
Fair. Yep. Also going Miami. They were good last year with their offense, and late in the season they had a lot of key injuries on defense, and that really hurt them late in the year. That and the sub-zero temperatures that they had to face in Arrowhead, I think really
that
did
was
them
so
in.
funny.
And so hopefully they'll be more healthy on the the defensive side of the ball this early in the year. And yeah, I think that just Miami's a better team.
Fair.
Yeah, I should have bet my house on that game once I found out it was gonna be cold. There was no way Miami's ever winning that game.
Oh, and it wasn't just cold. Like fans were hospitalized cold. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, they were. Okay, so that leaves us to the following week. They are at New England. This is now the West Coast to East Coast thing that we talk about. And I'm going to have to pick New England to win some games. So I'll pick them to win this game. I'm picking New England for this one.
But not this one. I'm going Rams.
You're going Rams?
Yeah, I think New England just is still not ready. Who's their starter now? I don't even know.
Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, no.
And
no.
Maybe Drake May.
Maybe
Who
Drake
knows?
May.
Either one of those is a no from it's a no from me.
Another one where you just let him sit if you know what's good for you.
Yeah. No.
I think I agree. I think this is a Rams win. It'll be interesting to see what happens here because new head coach, new quarterbacks going on here, and now they have both Judon and Christian Gonzalez healthy again. I think on defense they were pretty solid until they lost a couple of those key players. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have high hopes for the Patriots this year. I think it's
absolutely not.
No,
I think it's
completely
a Rams
agree.
Win.
Yeah. Okay. So you were Rams?
Oh
right?
yeah.
Okay. And Chandler was Rams as well.
Chandler was also Rams.
No. Man, it's funny. I made fun of you for getting distracted. Now I'm getting distracted. Oh my god! I got a cat. I got a parrot cat on my arm. Oh, all right. You're slipping off. You're a dumb. What are you doing? What is happening? Sorry. My cat, instead of jumping onto the chair, he jumped onto my arm, and so I needed him to not claw the shit out of my arm. So I need to make sure I made sure he didn't slip off my arm and start to try to grab me by the arm with his claws. Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay.
All good.
All right. The following week, where's the keyboard? Where's the mouse? All right. Let me. Oh yeah, I'm clicked into something. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. All right. The following week, the Rams host the Philadelphia Eagles. Me and Owen have already picked this game because we did the NFC East 2 weeks ago. We already both picked this as an Eagles W.
I picked this one as a Rams win.
Whoa.
Ooh.
I think the Rams, I think they started out slow last year. I think they started out slow this year. I think they started the 1-4, and then I think they start turning things on after the bye week. Philadelphia, I have no idea what to expect. My Cardinals beat them in Philadelphia late in the season last year. We hung like I don't know, like 35 points on them. So like I don't know.
It's true.
I have
That's true.
no idea what to expect from this Philadelphia team. Even when they were winning all those games in a row, I think they started the season like 7-0 or something like that. No
Yeah.
one felt awesome about them and the way they were doing it. I think everyone kind of sensed something was off. And so, it's still the Eagles. I think they've got a lot of great players on that team, but I'm just a little, they were 11-6 last year, and if they were 11-6, 10-7 this upcoming year, I don't think I'd be too surprised. I just, I don't know if they're still at that elite level. I think they're just at the very good, maybe great level. I don't know. So,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't hate it.
and this game is in LA as well, so East Coast team heading west, Sunday Night Football. So I don't know. I feel like this game could go either way, and I'm just going Rams.
That's true. They could be tired.
Yeah.
Okay, so at New Orleans, the following week, I have this as a loss.
Truman's high on New Orleans, man.
I'm not high on New Orleans.
Yes, you are.
I'm just not that high on the
You
Rams.
continually pick New Orleans wins. You're going to be shocked when we get to that. When we get to the NFC South. I'm not high on New Orleans. Give me a Rams win. I think that the Rams' firepower is too much for New Orleans' still aging defense. Every player on their team seems like they're like 33 years old and up. I mean, don't they still have Dan Sorensen?
I think Daniel Sorensen is dropped right now.
He
but
better
don't
be
quote me on
dropped.
that one.
But I'm still going Rams regardless.
I think he's a free agent. Because I think somebody was like, "Oh, he is a free agent." Yeah.
okay,
I
good.
don't see Dan Sorensen. Yeah. Oh, they picked up Chase Young. Interesting. Yeah,
that's right.
I'm looking at the Saints depth chart, and you're like, wow, I recognize a lot of these names, and then it's because of the exact reason you just said, Owen.
Right.
Because you've seen all these names on a check-in to a old folks home. All these people are like long time vets who are just getting by, winning first place in the poverty division that is the NFC South.
Yeah.
I just zero faith.
It's
I
Cameron
don't
Jordan.
think
It's
we're going
Tyrann
Rams.
Mathieu. It's
Yeah.
Right.
Marshawn Lattimore.
Marshawn Lattimore's still there. Yeah.
I guess
still
he's
feel like-
pretty solid.
I still feel like if you're the Saints front office, you're still doing it right. I don't think if I'm the Saints, I don't think I can compete with Detroit or Philly or San Francisco or even Green Bay right now. So continuing to just scrape by into the playoffs, I don't hate that. But still, for this game, I'm still going Rams.
Man, Michael Thomas is still a free agent. That's fucking me up.
Rams.
Why is he not a Chief?
Interesting.
Why is he not?
Why is Michael Thomas not a Chief right now?
That feels like
Seems
a week
kinda like
8
a weirdo.
acquisition.
But I guess you guys really aren't afraid of personality hires, and so that shouldn't
Yeah.
scare you away.
Any weirdo can fit into the Chiefs. Man.
We're just waiting for the Rashee Rice suspension to come in, and then depending if it's 8 weeks, I bet we sign Michael Thomas.
It's not gonna be
You
8.
think
There's
it's
no
gonna
way
be
it's 8.
I think it's 4.
No,
I think it's 4 also, especially because he's really done a good job at laying low, and also Jordan Addison getting a DUI.
Yeah. Today.
Addison got a DUI.
Yeah, he got a DUI last night. I think just yesterday, maybe Saturday night.
I didn't see that.
But everybody's like the same week that they had a player pass away because they were in a drunk driving. There was a drunk driving accident. They
Oh,
had
nice.
A player get a DUI. No, stop. Bad
Bad
dogs. No,
Bad
nothing
luck.
nice about DUI, but yeah. So
I mean, I meant nice work, idiot.
yeah, good save. All right, let's move on. Oh, so you had?
Moron.
Did you have Rams or Saints?
Rams.
You had Rams here.
No old folks' homes right here.
Joining the Rams train.
No
They
old
host
folks' home.
Buffalo the following week.
This is easy
Sure
for
do.
me. Buffalo.
I'm picking the Rams here.
I'm not.
Well.
No, dude. I can't see it. Josh Allen is too good, and this is the kind of game that he wins 9-6.
Ugh. He will get down and dirty with you.
I think, I think this is just the flip side of my Philly pick. I'm picking this as a loss for the Rams, but I could see the Philly game, Rams losing, and then them beating the Buffalo Bills My question for Buffalo is what the hell is going to happen on offense for them? I don't know who are their receivers now. Davis is gone and Diggs. They're both gone. So
Curtis Samuel and Keon Coleman.
Yeah, it's a great here. I'll look up the Bills depth chart. It's hilarious, honestly.
I mean, they kill themselves for these contracts, man.
James Cook looked really good last year. So maybe they just hard pivot into, hey, we're a power running team now. We're just going to go James Cook, Josh Allen down your throat. But I don't know. Defense is still solid. But I'm a little curious to see how the Bills pan out this year. And this will be a true test for Josh Allen to see just how elite he is if he can pull a subpar group of receivers to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I know we gotta get going, but here real quick, and then we can scoot through these next couple picks.
Especially because Josh Allen really took that elite step when he got an elite wide receiver in Stephon Diggs. Now he doesn't have an elite wide receiver. What's he gonna do?
But here, listen to these. Chandler, you specifically will like this. So I'm gonna list off the top 9 wide receivers on the Bills depth chart right now.
Hold on, real quick while you do that. Chandler, so you had this as a Rams W or a Buffalo?
This is a Buffalo win. This is a Rams loss.
That's what I thought. Okay.
All right, here real quick, and then we gotta get going and stuff. Number 1, Khalil Shakir, then Keon Coleman, then Curtis Samuel.
Okay.
Then MVS.
Oh God.
Then Chase Claypool. MVS. Then Mac Hollins.
Oh my God. God.
And these next 3 are for you, Chandler. Then it's Justin Shorter, KJ Hamler, and Andy Isabella.
Andy Isabella, my guy. Wide receiver 6 for your Arizona Cardinals for the past, I don't even know how many years.
That's waiver wire random week legend Andy Isabella to you. Sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's really fast. He's like crazy fast.
It's the island of misfit toys up in Buffalo right now.
Yeah. They said, you know what would happen if we signed every wide receiver?
Yeah, not the good ones though. Next week, moving on, Rams at San Francisco. Easiest San Francisco win of their lives. I don't think San Francisco gives up more than 24 points total to the Rams this year.
That's fair. I'm also going San Francisco here. I think San Francisco is so good, man.
They split last year. I'm calling a split this year. I'm saying this is a Rams win.
Okay.
These teams play each other really well every single year. They, I don't know. They've got history in the playoffs against each other, and I don't know. They tend to split, and so I'll take this one for the Rams split.
Fair enough. I can't argue with that. I realized I forgot to carry something over here. What the hell? What did I do wrong?
You went to the different division? Question mark?
Did I put the wrong? I wonder if I put the Giants when I meant to put the Jets. Hey, what do you have December 22nd as?
What's the Giants?
Yeah, Rams versus who?
They play the Jets.
They play the Jets. Okay, that's what I thought. Mm-hmm. That's what I was wondering, because I was like, I've already got the NFC East game. We already picked it because they played the Eagles. I was like, I definitely don't think they play the Giants. Okay. All right. The following week, they are at the New York Jets. Do we think Aaron Rodgers will be playing?
Yep, because this is back in Aaron Rodgers' familiar territory, the cold. So I'm going with Aaron Rodgers cuts cold.
Okay. Oh, gosh.
West Coast teams going to the East, playing in the cold is a recipe for disaster. They always lose that game.
The Jets were just so bad last year when Aaron Rodgers was out. And I wonder how good a 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers in a cold city is going to bounce back from a torn Achilles.
Truman, you got to remember, this is after the election. So Aaron Rodgers is going to get the political commentary boost, Truman.
Oh, shit. I know. Will he be planning an insurrection at this point? Man, that's a great
You have to
question.
think about how many grams of ayahuasca he'll have consumed by this point.
Will RFK appoint him to be head of the CDC?
See, exactly. This is exactly what we're talking about. This is the new buff. So I'm going. All
right, you've convinced me to get on the Aaron Rodgers train. Aaron Rodgers conspiracy
But yeah, you
theory.
should give it to Aaron Rodgers though. Then.
Yeah.
Instead of giving it to the Rams.
Oh, and just like yours. Yes. Sorry.
There you go.
Yes, we're both picking the Jets, not the Rams.
I'm picking the Rams. I don't believe in the Jets. I don't believe in a 41-year-old coming off an Achilles injury. He
Boo!
was
No
bad.
narrative. Boo!
He was just okay his final year in Green Bay. Oh, like kind of mediocre. And I don't know, 41-year-olds that aren't mobile with bad offensive lines in Week 16. I don't know, Chief.
You're not believing in the sauce, Chandler. We got to get you to see the vision.
That's true. I gotta take a little sabbatical down to South America. Maybe then I'll.
That's right.
Yeah.
Truman, what did I pick the first meetup between the Rams and Arizona Cardinals? What did I pick?
You picked the.
I think you picked.
You picked the Cardinals.
Okay, sweet.
We
So
all
they're
picked the
splitting. They're
Cardinals.
doing the road home split. Give me the Rams on this one.
I'm also going Rams.
I'm also going Rams.
Easy.
Nice. Fair enough. And then they get to finish off the year hosting Seattle. Again, I think Seattle's going to regress. I'm going to Rams here.
I'm going Rams here as well because it gives me the nice 9-8 record for the Rams, which I think is really fair for how good their team's going to be without Aaron Donald.
I'm just a sucker for splits. I don't know. I shouldn't have been, but yeah, I'm going Seattle this game.
That's right.
Although,
all right.
Seattle might be out of the playoffs by this point last week. Oh well, we'll keep it.
In my defense, I have the Rams also out of the playoffs. You guys both have the Rams at 9-8. I have them at 6-11. As a group, we have them at 8-9.
Nice. I love it.
So you guys have them just over 500. As a group, we have them just under 500, and I have them a fair amount under 500. So
Yep.
all right. So that's the Rams. Let's keep it schmoving and grooving into maybe the second best team.
Second best team.
Maybe what some people would say the best team. But to be fair, any year where Patrick Mahomes is still in this league, it's going to be hard.
They still
not to
played
pick
it.
the Chiefs
San
as the
Francisco
best
still played a toddler schedule last year.
True. But they're still going to be very good.
Sure.
So, let's get into the San Francisco 49ers.
As long as they employ a custodian at quarterback, they will not win any meaningful playoff games.
You're anti-Brock Purdy.
Absolutely.
Wow.
He's a custodian. You cannot ask Brock Purdy to go win you a game, and that loses you games in the NFL.
He went and won them a game last year. What do you mean?
Against who?
The NFC Championship game. They rallied back.
Oh, no. You know good and well what happened. The Lions choked. You know good and well. Don't give me that. Brock Purdy did not win that game. The Lions choked that game away. I don't want to hear that.
That's just very interesting. Very interesting.
Brock Purdy cannot go out and win you a game. He proved that in the Super Bowl when he couldn't win them the game. He had 3 opportunities to go win them a game. He went 0 for 3 with like 1 for 7 passing.
I'm still pro Brock
But
Purdy.
Owen, the Chiefs' defense was good. Yes, the great players overcome that. Patrick Mahomes is better against number 1 defenses than he is against not
They
number
put up
1
22
defenses.
points. They still put up 22 points on them.
Wow, man. 22 points. Everyone knows that once you get 22 points, that's a real quarterback. Everyone talks about how Jordan Love scored 22 points in his first couple games.
Yeah.
Oh, no. They talked about when he scored 30 because that's what good quarterbacks do.
Okay. All right. I
hate Brock
San
Purdy. I think he's
Francisco's
trash. I really do.
San Francisco opens up at home against the Jets. I'm going San Francisco to win this one.
I'm still going San Francisco, but you can employ a literal janitor for San Francisco and still go to the playoffs.
I think San Francisco is the line. Like if your quarterback is good or not. Could you enter X quarterback into the San Francisco 49ers and could you win a Super Bowl? I think that's the question you need to ask yourself if your quarterback is good or not. I'm giving this San Francisco W, and I'm gonna be giving a lot of W's to San Francisco.
I will as well. I think their schedule. I think the NFC West is weaker than it is most years. I think, although I think that Arizona is going to take a step forward, I don't think it's going to be far enough to really challenge them. I think the Rams are going to take a step back. I think the Seahawks are definitely taking a step back. It's going to be another easy, in my opinion, easy year for the 49ers. But I think with this specific 49ers team, if Phillip Rivers was their quarterback, they're probably like 5-time defending champs.
Oh my god.
Like they just need someone who's not a janitor at quarterback.
Oh my god, dude. I hate you, dude. You're a hater.
They're back-to-back janitors. Going from Jimmy G to Brock Purdy is like double janitor combo.
Not true.
Buy one, get one free at Wendy's, dude.
It's not true.
Yes, it is.
Brock Purdy's better than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, wow. Ooh. Man, that custodian, different than a janitor.
I think I agree. I think Brock's better.
I think he's better than Jimmy Garoppolo. That's also not hard.
It's true.
Dude, Derek Carr, man, so much better than
okay.
What's his face for the Broncos?
Yes.
Ty Osweiler.
Yeah. Brock Osweiler.
Yeah, man, Derek Carr better than Brock Osweiler. Really comparing giants here. Jimmy Garoppolo and Brock Purdy.
Okay.
So the only thing that I think you need to pay attention to for the San Francisco 49ers is that they lost Randy Gregory, Chase Young, and Eric Armstead on their defensive front. I think last year, a big part of their defensive philosophy is that they typically will only rush 4, and that way they can drop everyone else back into coverage, and that has led to them having one of the best defenses in the NFL for the past I don't even know how long. And they were starting to lose that a bit last year because they were way less effective at getting to the quarterback, and that's why I think that Chase Young and Randy Gregory were both mid-season acquisitions for them last year. Yeah. And so to see them both walk, they replaced one of them. They got Leonard Floyd back in, and they got Devondre Campbell back in, sort of exchange. And so it'll be interesting to see if they can make up that sort of lost art that they had of rushing the passer and dropping everyone else back. So I think that would be one little wrinkle to pay attention to for the 49ers this year. Otherwise, I would assume just business as usual.
Very true. I don't know if I believe that much in Chase Young, and I'm wondering how much of his surge when he was with the Niners was because he got to play opposite of Nick Bosa, obviously. Yeah. And, what kind of boost are they going to get from Nick Bosa after this whole Trump thing? It's something we all have to consider about what's going to go on, what's going to happen with Nick Bosa. I mean, those MVP odds look pretty nice. I know everybody's posting the ticket.
That's so funny, man. That's one of my favorite jokes.
But yeah, pass Rush Limbaugh personally.
That pass Rush Limbaugh has got to be the funniest joke. I'm serious.
Incredible.
But
I did see a lot of Bosa to record more than 30 sacks this year. Bets just slamming
30 sacks is crazy.
Yeah. But so it's like we run into that with George Karlaftis, where it's like, okay, how much George Karlaftis I think is good, but how many are his sacks are him cleaning up what Chris Jones just destroyed, And it's it's very interesting. So, okay. All that being said, San Francisco 49ers travel to Minnesota the following week. Minnesota bad still. I'm picking San Francisco.
Yep, San Fran. Sorry, Cole.
A W for San Fran. The following week, they're at the Rams. We've already picked that game. We all picked that as a W.
Mm-hmm.
The next week, they host the Patriots. That's a W.
Another easy schedule for San Francisco somehow.
Yep, a W for Chandler there. They host the Cardinals next week.
I'm still giving you to San Francisco. I don't think Arizona's ready yet.
I think it's in a weird one. I think Arizona beats the spread, but I don't think they beat San Francisco. That's my guess.
That's how it happened last year. In San Francisco too, we got within. I think we got within 5 points of them. But this is a San Francisco win.
Yeah, it feels like Arizona's maybe up at halftime, and you're weird, and then San Fran goes up and then they score 2 times in a row, so then they're up 10, and then the Cardinals score again, so they're down 3. San Fran's got the ball, they get the stop, and then they just turn it over midfield for no reason, and the game's over. That's what that feels like.
Yep.
So if you can gamble that specific scenario right now, just place that bet.
Lock it in.
At plus
20,000 odds. Yeah.
Yeah. The following week they are at Seattle. Thursday night football. Of course, they get a Thursday night football right before they get to host the Chiefs.
Classic.
Very nice.
Classic.
Not only is it a Thursday night football, it's traveling still on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
for a Thursday night. I'm upset. I'm just a little upset with the NFL schedule makers. I'm not gonna lie to you. But for this game at Seattle, I'm gonna give. This will be a weird. I think this is your letdown game. Thursday night. It's just gonna be. Like a rainy night in Seattle in October. They're looking forward to the Chiefs game.
Monsoon.
Geno Smith gives a great interview after the game. Yeah, give me Seattle here.
I was actually just about to tell you narrative win, and I was just gonna say Seattle. I wasn't gonna expand on that at all.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm going San Francisco. They swept the Seahawks last year. I think they're gonna sweep them again.
Fair.
Also,
fair.
did you realize that the Niners have 6 primetime games?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Speaking of I want to talk to you about Cardinals primetime games when we get there.
Yeah, you mean the one that we have?
The one. That's like. It's when I was looking at that because I put all those notes just in the margins and like changed the dates. The Cardinals don't play a game that's not on Sunday night. It's like they have like one Sunday night football and the rest of it's just
low key.
Like, man, what?
So last year we had 0, and low key it was kind of nice because it was just like it's 5 o'clock and I'm done. My team's over.
Truman and I will tell you. Truman and I will tell you.
Sunday.
Truman and I will tell you. Big fans of the noon game over here in Kansas City.
You do not have to tell us, dude. We have the opposite issue where it's just like, oh, game next week. What time's it at? Fucking 3:30, of course.
What
You're like,
day is it at?
Damn it, dude. Yeah. It's like I like a noon game because if it's a noon game, it's over. Maybe we could go see a movie. We can run errands. We can meal prep that night. When it's 3:30 to 7 or the game's at 7, you're like, well, shit.
Right. 3:30 is so much worse than 7 in my opinion.
I'm definitely eating at the bar. I'm definitely, gonna be eating leftovers on Monday. I'm gonna be tired. It's gonna be awful.
Right. Oh yeah.
So trust me.
Speaking of
being
games,
done early would be nice.
Speaking of games, it's gonna be 7 o'clock game. San Francisco, Kansas City, gonna be a night game.
Oh, it's not prime
No, it's
time.
not.
That's crazy. It's gonna be like
it's gonna be a 3:25
afternoon.
Yeah, it's got to be Fox's game of the week or whatever,
yucky.
the national game of the week or whatever they bring.
I'm gonna have to pick some Kansas City losses, but not this one.
By the way, Bobby Witt Jr. onto the second round.
Good.
Good.
Gunnar Henderson also 11 home runs. Ha 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 ha.
Yes. Also, I'm also going to pick this as a Chiefs W, just because for whatever reason
Truman's not gonna pick any Chiefs losses. By the way,
we've had San Francisco's number in the regular season, and I guess the postseason. Listen, Patrick Mahomes just for whatever reason does not lose to the 49ers. If I was the 49ers, I'd be pretty upset of it by now. Although this is about the time that Mahomes, when he's got like this spell over a team, is about the time he gives one back. And they go, you know what? Oh, then we can hear from 49ers fans. They're like, oh, we own Mahomes. We won the last one. What do you mean? And it's the same thing. The Bills have got that a couple times where they're like, well, we have a winning record in Arrowhead. And it's like, yeah, you got a lot to show for that? And it's like, no. Or, fucking the Bengals, a great example. No rings, but 3-1 on
True.
Joe Burrow's 3-1 against Mahomes. Very good. Good job, guys.
in the regular season,
Hang the banner. Let's see it.
we beat him twice now.
Well, no, you didn't play against Joe Burrow.
Oh,
I'm going Kansas City.
Yeah. You're going what?
KC.
KC also.
Wow. Also, 3:25 is the Patrick Mahomes time slot. I'll tell you, man.
Also, Rashee Rice will definitely be playing by this time. Listen, I think it's 4 games or 6 games. I don't think there's any way it's 8 games.
No.
So I think this will either be his first game back or his third game back. And that cannot be overstated. So, all right, the following week, San Francisco host Dallas. It's on Sunday Night Football. Me and Owen have both already picked this as San Francisco W. I think it's Sunday Night Football, especially after 2 losses back-to-back that me and Owen both picked, and certainly a loss to Kansas City. I think a strong bounce back where everybody goes, I don't know, San Francisco's looked a little shaky. Cowboys could capitalize here, and then they just beat the snot out of the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm thinking bounce back game as well. I think the Niners beat the Cowboys by like 40 million points last year. They seem to really hate the Cowboys, and so I would imagine getting them at home again this year. I think it's just the same result, rinse repeat.
Yeah. Another win for San Francisco by 40 billion. over the Cowboys. We love it.
Yep. So they reached the bye week.
Dude, San Francisco's once again getting the baby easy schedule, man.
It's called the NFC West.
They've got 3 games. No, the random divisions they're playing. Look, they play fucking Tampa Bay.
Me and Owen have them at 6-2. Chandler has them at 7-1. I think again, I don't think it's even just the NFC West. I think it's the NFC. Like we talked about, the NFC is more open.
It's fucking terrible.
Than the AFC is, and the AFC schedule that division that they're playing is the AFC East, and that's two pretty lousy teams, or one pretty lousy team, and about 3 teams that you're like, might be a 2 seed, might be a 3 seed there, but there definitely is no 1 seed in the AFC East. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel that. Okay, so yes, they come out of the bye week. They face Tampa Bay. At Tampa Bay, West Coast team going to the East Coast. Give me a random Tampa Bay W. That just it starts to make you wonder and go, man, is San Francisco gonna be the 1 seed in the NFC? I just assumed they would be.
I disagree. This is a baby easy game. They're gonna dog walk them by 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this is a San Francisco win. Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't been super inspired by Tampa Bay.
That's fair. This could certainly be one of those where I'm grading these picks in the middle of the season. I'm going, what was I thinking? What the fuck did I pick?
There are always weird losses every single year. I mean, last year the Niners lost to the Browns and the Vikings, and I don't know. There's always like weird random losses you don't always expect. So
that is true. That is fair. All right, November 17th, they host the Seattle Seahawks. This is a W.
This is a free win.
Big dubs.
Big dubs
Season
again.
Sweep.
This is where they go on that march where where you're like, man, they kind of look a little vulnerable, and then they just go on a march. At Green Bay.
Doesn't Green Bay own San Francisco?
No.
Is it the other way around?
It's the reverse.
Sweet. Perfect time for Green Bay to break the curse. Give me Green Bay.
Oh, you have Green Bay? I'm taking San Francisco.
Ooh, I'm taking Green Bay.
It's not the playoffs, so Green Bay is allowed to win this game.
It's in Green Bay. I don't know what time of year are we. It's getting a little chilly. Well, getting a little chilly up there.
Yeah, a little cold.
So yeah, I don't know. I think this game's gonna be a bit of a toss up. Like I said, I think Packers gonna be kind of volatile. They'll be all over the map, and I think this is one of the games that they squeeze out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like the snow angle there. The early snow, polar vortex maybe.
The week before Thanksgiving. I think it's late Thanksgiving this year. It's one of those weird ones.
Oh yes, I think you're right.
If it's cold at all, San Francisco's losing. We've seen this with West Coast teams. They can't play in the cold.
True. Okay, December 1st, they are at Buffalo. Actually, what? No, San Francisco beat Green Bay in the cold a couple years ago. Besides the point. Sorry, I got to move on.
No, that's not what my narrative says.
Oh, okay. At Buffalo, Owen, this is a cold game where they're going to the East Coast.
Mm-hmm. And that's why ninth-string wide receiver Andy Isabella is going off for Fort. No, I'm joking.
I'm going Buffalo. I'm going San Francisco W here.
Give me a Buffalo. Give me a stupid random alarm bells. For no reason, 2 in a row. Yeah, give me Buffalo.
It's Sunday Night Football also.
Yeah, give me Buffalo.
I think the last time I watched the Bills on Sunday Night Football, the Broncos beat them in Buffalo. So I'm going San Francisco here.
Yep, I love it. Josh Allen, the lights are getting too bright. The following week, they host Chicago. I'm giving this to San Francisco.
Yeah, that's free low.
Yep, free low. Poor Caleb.
The following week, they host the Rams. Me and Owen have already picked this as a W for San Francisco. You picked this as a W for the Rams because of your splitting the season series.
Yep.
I said they have a baby easy schedule. The last 7 games are actually kind of tough.
They're at Miami the following week. This is they've had. I think this is going to be a loss. This is where the West Coast to East Coast catches up with them. Give me, especially where it's going to be hot. It's going to be uncharacteristically hot in Miami in December. And listen, San Francisco isn't a cold town, but it's still nicer than the Miami heat. So give me a Miami W here.
I don't hate a Miami W here, actually. I'll go Miami with you.
Okay.
And my reasoning is is that I feel like 12 is still going to be enough for San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. Give me San Francisco. I need San
Yeah.
Francisco to win this one for my narrative.
No, I realized what you realized, I think.
Yep.
I'm going San Francisco as well. I think Miami's very good, but I don't think they're good enough to sit at the adults table. I think they're the head of the kid table, and that's where I put them. And so
Absolutely. That's a great analogy.
Great
I
way
love
to
that.
describe it.
49ers.
Okay. The following game, they host Detroit. Monday Night Football. I'm going San Francisco here.
Yeah, this is going to be marketed as a revenge game, but San Francisco, I think they've got the setup to beat Detroit. So give me San Francisco again.
Okay.
I'm going Detroit. I don't know. I felt like that game last year between them was pretty back and forth. Could have gone either way, even in San Francisco. And so I think just Lions get the job done this time.
Fair. Also, Bobby Witt Jr. looked gassed by the end of his turn, but he went for 17. Sorry, we're doing both. I'm calling both games. Last week of the season, they're at Arizona.
Easy win for the Cardinals.
I think they need this W to get the 1 seed, so I'm giving it to San Francisco here.
See, you think that, but no.
But I know that.
I'm giving it to the Cardinals. I think that, once again, they split the season last year. So I don't see why in a team that I'm saying is going to take a step forward this year in Arizona can't do it again. Once again, I still think Arizona wins the quarterback battle. So, for those reasons, I'll go Cardinals here. I truly believe that too. I don't think Kyler Murray's in a super amazing quarterback, but he's a good quarterback, and good quarterbacks are better than janitors. So,
oh my God, dude, I hate you.
You put the wrong number there.
I know. I hate.
Dude,
you
Brock
so
Purdy's
much,
a janitor.
You picked Kyler Murray over him.
Yes.
Wake up.
No.
Grow up.
I would pick Kyler Murray over Brock Purdy, but I know that probably doesn't mean much.
Would you pick Brock? Oh my! You pick Kyler Murray.
I like Brock, but I like Kyler way more than I like Brock.
I don't know,
absolutely. If Brock Purdy, if Kyler Murray was starting for the San Francisco 49ers, did they go 12-5 or better net last year? 100%. I take that bet every day. That being said, Cardinals are losing this game.
That's what you think, man.
Fun fact, last year, late in the season, the San Francisco 49ers came to Arizona to play the Cardinals, and I went to that game. And I don't think I'm exaggerating. I think it was 80% 49er fans in that building. And when you first look around, you just kind of see red, and so you're not exactly sure. But you know how sometimes they'll do like the third down noise, and they'll put up like the decibel meter thing, and it's like, you know, the Niners are on offense, it's third down for them, and the crowd's trying to get all loud. They would do that, do the decibel sound, just silence. You could hear a pin drop. Not a single noise was heard for the third down noise. Like maybe the decibel meter was showing like 60 dB or something like that, something super low.
Oh, you guys actually, because I know the decibel meters are always fake. It's always like, whoa, it's getting
this
crazy.
One was real. Why I don't know why they did the real one. Why didn't they play the fake graphic? That's what I didn't understand. They just kept playing the real one, and no one was cheering. It's like, dude, just give it up. Just stop. No, you're not getting the third down noise. It's not happening.
Honestly, it's probably even funnier to think that maybe they knew it was still a fake graphic, but they're like, listen, we are getting cooked.
Yeah.
Play the one where we're getting cooked. That's a funnier scenario.
Yeah. There you go. I think this is a Niner win. I agree. I think that they'll still be fighting for a 1 seed here, and they'll need to lock it down.
Fair. Okay. So I have the 49ers at 13-4. Owen has them at 12-5. Chandler has them at 13-4. But as a group, we have them at 14-3. Very interesting. Funny how that works. We're all oddly high on them, or we're picking them for weird losses here or there, and there's no like, oh, the Niners are going to lose that game. There's like They've got to lose a dumb one. Here's a dumb one. They've got to lose. They've got to win a hard one. Here's a win a hard one. It's just kind of interesting how that works out.
Yeah, well, I think San Francisco is going to be either 13-4 or 12-5. So I went for the 12-5.
I think it's wrong. I think it's the bad shangle.
You know, they could lose the last game of the season because no one else has 10 wins in their division. So
Fair. Okay, on to Seattle. Geno Smith still there. DK Metcalf still there. New head coach. We just did this. Mike McDonald. No. Mike McDonald?
Mike McDonald.
McDonald.
But yes, it's spelled Mac.
Yeah, it's a McDonald.
Old defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens.
everyone knows that super old head coach is good, especially when they're not offensive head coaches.
I'm not sure he's that old.
He's actually kind of young. He is now the youngest head coach in the NFL. 36.
See, that's
years
good
old.
that's good for Seattle.
He's younger than Gerard Mayo.
Yeah, apparently. 36 years old.
Oh man, that is
Replacing the league's oldest coach, Pete Carroll. Crazy.
You forget how old Pete Carroll is.
He's ancient.
That was
right.
always the weird one where Pete Carroll was older than like Belichick, and you're like, what? Yeah, Pete Carroll's 72.
Jeez.
Damn.
I mean, Andy's
but
also sneaky
Can you
old.
bag it?
No, Andy's a billion years old.
20-year-old or 20-something-year-old, like
24-year-old, yeah, who also has already dated a different 60-plus year. Bill Belichick also 72 years old, I guess. So
Well, no one thinks about how old Andy is because he's an offensive-minded coach. So no one goes, "Oh, he's backwards and old in his ways." So
because he's still the most innovative coach. He's at 66.
yeah, but you know what he's gonna do to Denver? Carve him up because they have Bo Nix as their starter. Denver has the most laughable quarterback room in the entire league. It's actually hilarious.
Bro, you don't think that Zach Wilson's getting the start?
Zach Wilson, Bo Nix, and Jarrett Stidham. That's like the most laughably bad quarterback room of all time.
And I think they have
ESPN
Jarrett
has
Stidham listed as the depth
Yeah.
chart, as the number one on the depth chart. Which is
If
very
Jarrett
funny,
Stidham
on
is your
ESPN.
number one, you have no number one.
Jose Ramirez only got 12.
Yeah. So yeah, Seattle first game of the season. You kidding me? It's Seattle.
5. Jose Ramirez also looks fucking gassed, by the way. Sorry.
That's too bad. What a bum.
Talking about the home run derby. Okay. So Seattle opens up the season hosting Denver.
Yep.
I already talked about the terrible quarterback room. I would give this to Seattle.
I'm already giving it to Seattle. Denver's quarterback room is so bad. Like the Raiders and Broncos are just choosing to punt during Patrick Mahomes' entire era, which is awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. I hate the Broncos so much. I want them to disband. So
I'm also going Seattle.
Fair.
the amount of shit talking I got from Broncos fans when they had Peyton Manning is just it was an absolutely astronomical amount, and I am returning it back 25-fold during this entire area.
Man, and I'll tell you what.
Era.
Chandler was there for really one of the most therapeutic ones where it looked like the Chiefs were going to blow that game in Denver.
It sure
and then
did.
Melvin Ingram just blows up Melvin Gordon, and they run that ball back. And really, for me, I don't know what it is about me or what it is about sports that bring this out of me, but watching that family, you remember that family? There's a family in front of us. It was like a mom, a dad, and they're like 3 kids. And I remember Melvin Ingram blew up Melvin Gordon, and Nick Bolton came, picked up that ball, and started running it back. And I remember watching Nick Bolton score the touchdown, and I looked in front of us, and that family was already gone.
Yeah.
They'd already gone all the way down the stairs. We were like 30 rows up. They'd already gone all the way down the stairs, and we're walking towards the car. Bobby Wood Jr. onto the finals, by the way. Sorry.
I vividly remember that too. By the time Truman and I got done celebrating, we turned around, no sign of the family. Like, it's not like we were being rude either.
No, that's just disappointment. I can recognize
baby.
when it's just like, well, fuck.
Yeah, gosh, that was I felt bad about that win at the bars that night. I was like, ooh, that was so brutal. But yeah,
Man.
it's gonna happen a lot. Denver's gonna. That's just not this year. They're gonna get stomped by everybody. Nobody on their team is good. They gave away all their defensive players. It's so bad.
Still got Pat Surtain, Cortland Sutton, Javonte Williams, but yeah, it's pretty bleak.
That's like
Pretty
the whole
bleak
team.
over here in Denver. Yeah.
I'm in a keeper league. I'm thinking about holding on to Cortland Sutton right now. trying to decide because I drafted him in like the 12th round. It's not a bad
What if-
like.
No, yes, he
Let's go
is.
Nick
He's getting
pops
thrown
off.
to by like worse than janitors. He's getting thrown to by like Boy Scouts.
Well, so he could still go for 1,000 yards. Jerry Judy's gone.
Truman, it's like Dwayne Bowe with like Tyler Thigpen, man. Like,
I'm just listen. I think it's interesting. That's all. Listen,
Yeah,
a man
I'm-
can't be interested in a Cortland Sutton.
yeah, I'm interested too. If it's over 300 yards,
Okay. All right. The following week, Seattle travels to New England.
matchup of the whole year right here for these two teams. Gonna be a slobber knocker. Feeling the 18-21 game here. It's gonna be a good one, folks. Drake May versus Bo Nix. Woo!
Not Bo Nix.
You don't think he'll be starting by now?
No. It's New England. It's New
Gino.
England. Gino. You're.
Oh, Seattle. Sorry, this is
confusing
not
yourself.
Denver. This is not Denver. I was
To
thinking
be
it was
fair,
Denver.
Bo Nix did play in Oregon at Oregon, so I give you a Pacific Northwest green team.
No, sorry. I was still in the Denver
with cool
mindset.
jerseys.
See, this is how much I love slamming Denver. I was really in there. But no, this is a free Seattle win.
I'm gonna give this one actually to New England. Again, bad teams have to win games. This is the kind of games they win.
I'm going Seattle here. They're not great, but they've got enough offensive weapons to, I think, put some points up on a bad team.
Fair.
Yep.
Okay, they host Miami the following week. I'm actually going to give this one also to Seattle. Where, again, good but not great teams have to lose bad games, and this is one of those games where they lose.
I think Seattle is not a good team, but I think Miami's a good team, so I'm going Miami.
This is they're a good team, but they're not a great team, so they've got to lose.
Like an
weird
11.
games
They're an
like that.
11-win team though.
They're a 10-win team, maybe 10 to 11.
Didn't they win 12 games last year?
They were,
They were the
11
7th
and
seed, I
6
doubt
last
it.
year.
Or the 6th seed. Sorry,
Yeah, 11 and
They-
6.
11 and 6. So yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not.
I think Miami wins this game, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went the other way around. Yeah, I don't know. I could see this game being a toss-up. Weird things happen when teams travel to Seattle. So
Fair enough. Following week, Monday Night Football at Detroit. Detroit dub.
Yeah, this is gonna be a Detroit massacre, man.
yeah.
Also,
going
for those
Detroit.
of you wondering, Seattle does have metal bleachers in one of their end zones, which is why they're always loud, because they're lame and they need artificial noise.
So does Denver. Denver's whole like top row is metal. They've got that rumble they do with their feet. It's crazy.
Incomplete. Stupidest chant, fucking sports, man.
The following week, Seattle hosts the New York Giants. Me and Owen have already picked this as a W for Seattle.
Yep.
Yeah, Giants are bad.
Fair enough.
Also, once
Enough
again,
said.
decline on Denver one last time. The funniest part about Denver is the city's great, and
Yeah, it's great.
the people are pretty nice.
Residents of Denver, very nice, very cool. I would say handsome,
Handsome almost. You know, Truman, I think residents of Denver
good at music.
good at mute.
That's what I
You
would say.
took the words
I
out
would
of my mouth.
Yeah.
However,
I am literally
sports teams
2 miles
fuck 'em.
away from Mile High Stadium right now. Not the self-docs, but
Docs.
yeah.
If you're near Mile High Stadium, cut a 2-mile radius. Start knocking on some doors.
Start knocking.
Yeah, there's not very many. Oh wait, there's 1,000 apartment buildings you're gonna have to knock on. So get knocking.
Good luck. Yeah, start with the apartments for sure. The following week, Seattle hosts San Francisco. We've already picked this when we did the San Francisco segment. I picked this as a W for Seattle. Owen picked this as a W for Seattle. Chandler has his head on straight, picked this as a W for San Francisco. The following week, they're at Atlanta. Kirk O'Chains
Dude, he's not.
picking up a fat
Oh.
Dubsky against Seattle.
This is actually gonna be a fun game. It's actually gonna be a close game.
Gino versus Kirk, both on weird teams and weird spots.
That's so
Absolutely. Yeah.
bizarre.
Old guys playing fine quarterback. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll go with Atlanta because I like Kirk more. That's it.
Absolutely.
Only possible reason. I think the teams are actually really similar.
I think Drake London and Kyle Pitts is allegedly finally playing a little bit of wide receiver role. Oh my God.
You mean
Yeah.
the
John
guy
Robinson,
that ruins
Tyler
my
Algier.
fantasy draft every year? That Kyle Pitts?
Oh yeah. I'm drafting them too high again. I'm doing it.
ESPN
I
be
think
like,
that-
dude, trust me. He's getting 1,000 points. Trust me, bro. Trust me.
This is the year. This is the year for real.
ESPN projections, man.
Yeah, we're going in Atlanta here. I think their offense is really good. I think their defense is pretty bad, but I think it'll be good enough to beat the Seattle team.
Atlanta could get 9 whole wins this year, guys, which is enough to win the NFC South by 2.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
If they just get a winning record, I think they win the NFC South by default.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does Seattle's schedule get harder? I'm going to pick them for a lot of wins, I think, by accident. So the next week, they host Buffalo.
Loss. Stop it.
I had this as a W for Seattle.
Stop it.
You know what? I'm looking at it now. I like Seattle's schedule. You have this as a Buffalo W?
Yes.
All right.
I'm going Buffalo W as well.
Well, okay.
Listen, I love to clown Josh Allen as much as the next guy, man. But, like, even he can beat Seattle with a box of chips.
Sure. The following week, they're hosting the Rams. I already picked this as a W for Seattle. You guys already picked this as a W for the Rams. Brings us into the bye week. At the bye week, I have them at 1-2. So 2-2, 4-2, 4-3, 6-3. Feels like a lot, doesn't it? 6-3. Owen has them at 4-5. Chandler has them at 3-6. And the group has them at 4-5 as well. They come out of the bye week. They travel to San Francisco. That's a tough draw. They lose that game. The week after that, they host Arizona. Good draw. I'm going to have this as a W for them. Hosting Arizona.
Give me. No, I can't. No, Geno Smith. No. Give me Arizona.
Arizona.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going splits. I think Seattle wins this one.
Fair enough. Absolutely. I'm also going splitskis on that. No, a little bit of a spoiler, I guess. At the following week, they're at the New York Jets. I have this as a Jets W.
They need a win now, so give me this for Seattle.
See, you box yourself into a corner. I gave myself plenty of Seattle W's already.
Oh no, I picked them to beat the Jets. Ooh, real super team going down there.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be a strange Seattle win.
Okay.
I'm picking Seattle here. I'm just not super sold. I think the Jets defense is very good. But I don't know if I have a ton of faith in that offense yet.
I like Garrett Wilson if Aaron Rodgers is there.
That's true.
I like him enough. The following week, Seattle travels to Arizona. I have this one as an Arizona W.
Me too, baby. Arizona completes the season sweep of the Seattle Mid-Hawks, dude.
Wow.
They're going to be so fucking
nice
mid.
Job. Why not the C mids?
Why not?
The Mid-Hawks.
But for real, though, I do think Arizona's going to take a step forward and Seattle's going to take a step back this year. So, in accordance with that, Arizona's going to sweep them.
Yeah, let's go Arizona win.
All right. The following week, they host Green Bay.
Tough draw. In December.
Give me a Green Bay W.
Yeah, I'm going Green Bay as well.
Green Bay here.
The following week.
Something I want to throw. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I was looking at overall team statistics last season, and Seahawks finished 9-8. They made the playoffs? Question mark. No, I don't think they did.
No, they just missed. I believe
they just missed.
Because Pete Carroll got fired. Yeah.
9-8, winning record, on the cusp of making the playoffs. They were statistically the 14th best passing offense, the 28th best rushing offense, the 21st best passing defense, and the 31st best rushing defense. All of those, except for the passing offense, just slightly above average. I don't know. I need to look at the turnover differentials, as I'm sure that's what it is. Statistically, this team was just not very good last year, and they strung together 9 wins. And I think now they lost a lot of talent on defense. Bobby Wagner's gone. Quandre Diggs is gone. They had a couple other people leave the team. And with the fresh new head coach, I think the record is going to be more reflective of the sub-average team stats that they showed last year. Just wanted to kind of throw that overall.
No, yeah, I agree completely, Chandler. when they interviewed Gino about they wrote me off, but I ain't right back. That was just another one of those miraculous wins for Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
They got away with it like 6 times last year.
Yeah.
I think in like 1-score games they were 5-0. Like,
see, there you go.
They won like I don't remember. I remember seeing this on an ESPN article, but they were comparing a similar team that had just lost every coin flip, where Seattle had won, and they were just kind of comparing the 2 team seasons. I don't remember who they were comparing Seattle to, but I remember seeing Seattle as the team that won every single one of their coin flips, which is why this is why I'm not a Seattle believer. But yeah, so like for example, this next game against Minnesota, I'm picking Minnesota here. I feel like Minnesota is not a good matchup for Seattle at all. They're going to have a solid passing defense, and Kenneth Walker isn't going to be able to carry Seattle all by himself. So, give me Minnesota.
You're taking Minnesota?
Yep.
Interesting. I'm taking Seattle because I'm a reasonable human being, and Minnesota's going to be bad.
We'll see.
I'm also taking Seattle here. It'll be outdoors in Seattle, and I guess JJ McCarthy's starting this game. We're this late in the season. Minnesota probably only has like 3 or 4 wins at this point. So, yeah, I'm going Seattle here.
The following week, they're at Chicago. Breaking news: blind squirrel finds nut. Give me a Chicago W.
I was also thinking Chicago win, but that's just because I think Seattle's bad.
Man, you do think Seattle's bad.
Yeah, they're not going to go 5-0 in 1-score coin flip games again with a worse team.
Yeah, I think Chicago wins this. I think it's near the end of the season. I think Caleb's gonna have better chemistry with his receivers who are maybe more comfortable in the season or in the system at this point in time. And so, yeah, I'd imagine, especially in Chicago, the game's gonna be cold as hell. I would guess that Chicago's gonna start to click at this point in the year.
Fair enough. And then the final week of the year, Seattle is at Los Angeles. We've already picked this. I picked this as a Rams W. Owen picked this as a Rams W. You picked this as a Seattle W. So that means that I have the Seahawks at a very respectable 8-9, which I think fits what their team is, and it fits who their team has been, and it's who their team is going to be. Owen has them at 5-12. Chandler has them at 7-10, and as a group, we have them at 7-10 as well.
I can't see them winning more than 5 or 6 games. They got lucky last year, and then their team got worse.
You have made that clear, I will say.
I'm gonna say it for a 5th time, actually. They got lucky last year, and their team got worse.
I think you're a hater.
Yeah, absolutely. Pete Carroll is like, one of the greatest coaches of all time, and tried his best to carry that terrible team to the playoffs. Got fired.
I think he was just old also. That's the other flip side of it.
But
is
Truman,
that Pete Carroll wasn't getting better or
Truman,
being innovative anymore.
But that one clip of when he was throwing the ball. Remember that clip?
He
that
is
they
probably
played on ESPN
the most
like 20
physically
times?
in shape 70-year-old. You know what? I want him running for president. That's who I want running for president is Pete Carroll. Have we considered Pete Carroll might hop in the race?
But Truman, who are we gonna like? What about the $2 billion he'd spend on gum? Like,
True.
Like, where's that coming from? China? You know where that stuff's coming from.
Better be
5%
American-made Wrigley gum.
Wrigley's terrible too. Wrigley's just awful gum. It's fucking shit.
Liberal Chicago.
That gum is just actually terrible as well.
Straight from.
All right, let's find out where's Five Gum made. Is Five Gum an American company? Let's find out.
Five Gum, I think, is owned by Wrigley Gum. A lot of gum is owned by Wrigley.
Who owns Five Gum?
I bet it's Wrigley Gum.
It is Wrigley.
Who owns Stride?
Who owns Stride?
Is Fives just Stride?
Is Stride still alive?
Stride is still alive. I bought some Stride the other day.
What about Extra? I feel like Extra has
Stride Gum.
Extra is probably somebody else.
Perfetti Van Mel. Truman's enjoying that non-American gum.
Interesting.
Wow.
Man, I used to chew so much Stride gum in middle school when I was worried about kissing girls.
Perfetti Van Mel.
I chewed a lot.
Italian Dutch Truman?
Interesting.
Wow.
What was that gum doing in 1945? A question that we have to ask ourselves.
Either getting blown up or surrendering, I suppose.
What is who's Extra owned by? Is Extra owned by Wrigley?
Extra? What Vibes? Who makes Vibes? Is that Extra?
What's Vibes? What?
The little Don't see my vibes.
Trident layers?
No, the vibes.
I wish I
The
got
little
paid
bites,
in
little
Trident
vibes.
layers.
They're called vibes, right? You used to have those all the time. The little gum bites, like little
Maybe.
little cubes.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
they're
okay.
vibes.
Oh, I
Who
know the
makes those?
cubes.
They
That's what
still
they're
make
called.
those. I've got some of those in my
Isn't-
car. They're not
isn't that
vibes.
extra?
I mean, everybody's got a version of them now.
Extra gum is owned by Wrigley.
Is owned by Wrigley.
That's
Okay.
a real
There you
American
go.
brand right there.
American made, baby.
Okay. Sorry, I apologize, Wrigley. I didn't know you owned extra gum. I apologize. And 5. That's on me. 5 gum is the best. 5 gum spearmint. Shout out to 5 gum spearmint, man. I think that's the best flavor.
I watched. I think I sent you that. Speaking of not like us remix AI remixes.
Yeah, the 5 gum guy.
Yeah, they had the 5 gum guy doing it. It's just-
That's how it feels to chew 5 gum. Smack your ass and hide the Bible of God watching.
It's so stupid. God, I love all
Let me
this.
see if I can find it. Actually, I'll play it.
Fair enough. Okay, all right. All right. While you're pulling that up, let's break down the Arizona Cardinals. Chandler, how did you become an Arizona Cardinals fan? What cursed you with this?
Yeah. So moved around a lot as a kid, but ended up living in Phoenix, Arizona, and I don't know. It just sort of happens. I vividly remember the Super Bowl that we lost with the good old Kurt Warner. That was a good
Oh.
time.
The
You
toe
lost to-
drag, the San Antonio
Yeah, you
Holmes-
lost to the-
Or no,
Dude.
Plaxico Burris?
Yeah.
No, it's
No,
Santo
no,
Holmes.
Holmes.
It was Holmes?
You simply lost to the greatest catch of all time. Like
Yeah, it was tough.
that's yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But
remember
were you
that
in the
and-
TV viewing area that had the porn? Because I remember it was that Super Bowl when.
Oh
there were-
yeah, porn did come on the screen for some viewers. It was not Kansas City. I feel like every
I
other
don't
Super
remember
Bowl, I
that.
feel like there's a porn gate where they're like, porn came on, and it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
I
Were you-
don't remember that.
No, you weren't in
No,
the porn
we're
territory.
in the viewing
No,
area. It did happen.
Yeah, I was kind of casually following them for a bit, and then the whole Josh Rosen thing happened. We got fresh head coach Steve Wilkes in the building. Josh Rosen. We're like, all right, we're gonna turn this thing around, and we burned immediately, crashed and burned. Got them both out of here. We said we're getting Kyler and Cliff, and then year 2, some real magic starts to happen. Things are popping off. We won. We started out season like 7-0 or something. Kyler was like top 3 in MVP voting. I was peaking as a human being.
Yep.
And then it all went sour. Then it all went bad.
Yeah.
And Cliff's out, and Kyler tore his ACL, and now we're here. But I'm a lot happier with where we are today. I'm very happy with our coaching staff. I'm very happy with our new GM. I feel really good. I feel really good about the future. And for any naysayers out there, any people who have doubt, I want you to go to Kyler Murray's Instagram page right now. Because if you go there, you'll see his latest post.
Sorry, I'm reading about the Super Bowl porn scandal.
I'm looking it up. Kyler Murray.
K1 is the handle.
Oh, that's right. K1. I knew that. So, oh, is it the picture of him looking shredded?
Yeah, and the caption, bet the over. This man knows.
That is kind of tough.
6
I'm not gonna lie.
6.5, 7.5 at some books. Weak.
Wait,
Weak.
you can
bet the over.
You can get that over. Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
the
gonna
odds
bet
are
that.
bad.
I'm gonna bet that over.
By the way, so the porn thing only happened in a small subset of Tucson. Of
Lame.
Tucson. And also, that is the only
Wow.
Super Bowl that's been hacked with porn. I don't know why. I thought every other Super Bowl
got that
hacked
brain.
with porn, but apparently not.
Well, Tucson is a silly place.
It's true. It's
Um,
true.
Would not go to Tucson. But yeah, I've got a lot of hype for this team. I'm very excited for this team. I think we're trending in the right direction. I think our offense, at the very least, will be pretty good. Our defense, on the other hand, not very good. But we'll see. Maybe trending up.
Yeah, right now you can get the Arizona Cardinals over 6.5 at -170. I'm gonna try to see if I can, like, do a slider
There's some
thingy.
books. Yeah, there's some books that'll offer it at 7.5 because like 170 or whatever. That's like juiced like crazy.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited for this team. I think our schedule's a little brutal here. Otherwise, our record might be better. But yeah, I think we're gonna do pretty well this year. I think we're trending in the right direction.
Okay.
You can get the over 7.5 at plus 115. Which is what I'll be betting.
How much do you believe in the Cardinals? Wow.
Wow.
Owen's convinced. Owen heard
No, I've been thinking
3
about this.
sentences, and he's like, you know what? I am in on
when
the
you
Cardinals.
when
Saw
you
Kyler's
when you
Instagram.
sweep
In
when
fact, 50 grand on the Cardinals over.
a million beers, please.
1 million beers. Please.
But yeah, when you sweep Seattle, which I'm gonna predict here soon, is that leads to success. You only need 6 more wins after that.
It's true. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
So let's open it up. By the way, okay, we already alluded to this, but I do want to point this out before we get too deep in this. Sorry. Okay, so not every game is on a Sunday. There is one game that is on a different day. There is one Monday night football game for the Arizona Cardinals. They get to host the Los Angeles Chargers on a Monday night football game.
Yeah.
They have no
What
Thursday
a
night games.
Tough game. Yep.
Because they've allowed now teams can have multiple Thursday night games or no Thursday night games, and they said Arizona, no Thursday night games for you.
Advantage.
So
Yeah.
It's an advantage.
I don't mind it. I don't mind as a sports fan. Now I've got my weekdays totally fine all year. Feeling good.
yeah, you have one Monday night football game. I think Chiefs have the Chiefs play on every day of the year this year except for Tuesday.
Jeez.
Is there like a Christmas Wednesday game or something like
Yes,
that?
there's a Christmas Wednesday game, and they also play the Black Friday game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they play Christmas Wednesday, Thursday night, of course, at least open season. Friday is the Black Friday game, I think. Then they definitely have a Saturday game and a Sunday game and a Monday night football game. So
Goodness gracious.
we have at least 6 primetime games.
Yeah, that sucks, honestly.
Tired of this. Tired of being the best team in the NFL.
We like the noon game.
Sick of this. Tired
Please
of being the new Dallas Cowboys. Sucks. Hate it. Suffering from success. You know
DJ
what?
Khaled.
We've got 3
Khaled.
Super Bowls. You know what? Take back one of them. I don't even care. Take your pick. Whatever. The Eagles one wasn't that special. You know what? Actually, never mind. The Eagles one was special. Take back one of the San Francisco ones. I don't care.
That was the Rihanna halftime show. You got to keep that right.
Ugh. Yeah.
Truman, I'm not giving away
Man.
any Super Bowls. I'm hoarding
We also
them.
had this Shakira J-Lo halftime show, that first one.
That was a good one.
Wait, was it J-Lo?
Yeah, Shakira J-Lo.
What was last year's?
Was that not the Rihanna?
That was Usher.
Usher. Yeah.
Usher.
You know what? You can have back last year's. I don't really care that much about it. It was fine.
I'm not giving up any.
We had a bad year all year. Kadarius Toney was still on that team. And he didn't do anything. I don't know, man. He wasn't
Ready for
even
the
active.
shock the world first pick, Truman?
Wow.
Arizona's
do it?
at Buffalo.
Yeah, they're winning out the gate. In order for them to hit the 8 wins that I need them to hit, they need to win this game.
Very interesting. Man, at Buffalo.
Arizona Cardinals are losing this game, unfortunately.
Truman be like, the Bills are regressing so much. They're regressing. Anyway, Bills 13-4 season. Ring it in.
They've got to beat bad teams still. Again, they're going to be fine. They're going to be 8 to 11 wins, somewhere in there. And that has to have them win a game like this.
8 to 11 wins.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
+2 with your predictions.
What?
8 to 11, and then I'm adding 2 because you don't pick them to lose.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I'm making fun of you.
I get it. Arizona at Buffalo. I'm giving this one to Buffalo. I can't do it. I can't do a shock the world pick.
I can.
Week 2, though, we already picked this game. They host the Rams. We all picked this as an Arizona W. The following week, they host Detroit. A loss.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Arizona's going to lose this one.
Yeah, this is a loss.
The following week, though, they get to host Washington, the Commanders. Me and Owen have already picked this as a W for Arizona.
Yeah, we're going W. This one's personal. They got Jaden Daniels, used to ASU quarterback. He was painfully mid for us at ASU and then transfers to LSU and wins the damn Heisman. So this is just the state of Arizona revenge to Jaden Daniels' game.
That's fair. That is fair. For being mid and then being good. You got to get one on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tough.
They are at San Francisco the following week. We have all already picked this as a W for San Francisco.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
The following week, they are at Green Bay. I'm going to pick this as a Green Bay W. No. I'm high on Green Bay. That's the thing.
Yes, a Green Bay win.
Oh,
Okay. I was like, yeah. You did have everybody on the edge of their seats. So we were all like, no.
I might have to give you this jacket if you make that pick. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
no.
Yeah.
No, we're going, Green Bay on this one.
It's only one color away from what I already wear, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's almost the same red. Have you, by the way,
More red.
have you seen that lining up all of the NFL reds?
Dude, I love that guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so close.
Yeah. The following week, they have their one primetime game. They're hosting the Los Angeles Chargers. I think the Los Angeles Chargers are going to be bad. I am picking Arizona to win their one primetime game.
What a perfect time for Arizona to have their one primetime game against Justin Herbert, who never wins in primetime. Let's go. Give me the cards.
I'll go with Cardinals too. Everyone just thinks the Chargers are just going to be amazing all of a sudden. And like, I really like Justin Herbert, but like, what are we doing?
Listen,
It's just the
Joshua
offseason,
Palmer.
Chandler.
they
Joshua
are
Palmer and Quentin Johnston, and then Harbaugh in his first year. This is a bad roster. Like, what are we
yes,
doing?
this is a bad roster, but this is prime off season. The Chargers are the off-season champs every year. Every year we have to listen to the Chargers may win the Super Bowl. The Chargers might win the AFC West.
The Chargers
We
will
have
be the
to-
first team to knock off the Chiefs.
We have to do this every year. I guarantee you there's somebody that will have a hot take
Florio.
of the Chargers are going to win the AFC West. And it's like, even this year, they're going to say it. And it's going to be like, no, dude. They're like, Harbaugh's going to come in and fix it. They have Justin Herbert, blah, blah, blah. Just, no. They're awful.
I love Herbert.
They've overpaid
I
on
think-
defense. They're cooked.
I think Harbaugh's going to be good, but
Yeah.
not this year.
No.
They're not going to win that many games this year, and that's okay. The AFC is stacked. It's not going to happen this year, but maybe
Right.
next year, maybe the year after.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The AFC is stacked every year because of the same reason the AFC West is stacked every year.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid still are in this division. Travis Kelce still playing. Chris Jones, he's back. Trent McDuffie still playing. Rashee Rice probably won't be suspended by now.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Yeah.
Noah Gray. Big time name, Noah Gray.
George
Noah
Karlaftis.
Gray.
Noah Gray.
The
Yeah.
the best third string tight end in the league.
Yeah, now he's third string. Yeah, because
True.
we drafted another
Hands
guy who's
down.
big, who's tall. Okay, the following week, after following their Monday night game, they travel to Miami. Man, on the short week of rest, traveling to the East Coast, this is a Miami W.
Listen, I've got Arizona at 8 to 9 wins this year, which is a right? They won 5 games last year, right, Chandler?
4 games.
4
Won
games.
13.
Mhm.
But the last game against Seattle at home, it was 21-20. Seattle's up. It was a 30-something yard field goal. Matt Prater makes this field goal. We drop from the 4th pick in the draft to like the 7th pick in the draft. And that hero, Matt Prater, pushed the shit out of that kick so we could get Maserati Marv. So in spirit, we won 5 games.
Do you think-
but in actuality, we won?
Do you think
4.
do you think there's a legitimate opportunity that the coach said, "Hey, I want you to shank this"?
I hope so, because if we were that bad all year and it's just like, hey man, you're Matt Prater, we know you can hit a 30-yarder. Just don't hit this one, all right? Just don't hit this one. It's fine.
Like, I know coaches on losing teams always coaches that know they're gonna have a losing season, like towards the end of the game, they always want to win that last one. Like, see Romeo Crennel in that one game that they knocked off the undefeated Packers. Like, they always want to get that one win. Just once, I'd love to see owner, coach talk where they're like, hey, man, like, if it comes down to it, like, throw. Like, it's actually better for you if you throw. So,
Well,
I don't know.
Everybody
yeah,
knew
all-
Cardinals Twitter is like, you get this? We have the number 4 pick. First 3 picks are quarterbacks. We're not going quarterback. Like, Marv's gonna be there, and we need a Marv. And so I don't know. It was all there. I'm fully tinfoil hat on. He pushed that kick on purpose.
Hey.
Sorry to interrupt you. Go
Hey,
ahead.
it was exactly.
He understood. The greater good.
Also, for the greater good, though, Miami is going to take this win, though.
Yeah, they are, as it turns out.
Damn. They get to host Chicago, and this is a game that young teams lose. Give me Arizona.
That's right. My thoughts exactly.
Yeah, this is a feisty one. the Bears beat us last year, late in the season, but I think we win this one. Wouldn't be shocked if we lost it, but yeah, I think we win this one.
Yeah, I bet the line's like Arizona -4.5, and then
If that, yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be close.
that's my guess. November 10th, they host the New York Jets. This all comes down to how you feel about the Jets.
Yeah, this is a close game. I mean, okay, so they're gonna talk up Sauce versus Marv, 100%.
Oh, for sure. Yep.
That's gonna be a matchup of the week. And then it comes down to Rodgers versus Kyler. It comes down to injury versus injury. Which guy's healthier? Which guy's healthier this game? That's who wins. So Kyler Murray hasn't played a full season in 3 years.
Right.
Both of his last 2 years, he did not play a full 16/17 games.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess torn ACL and then just not coming back from torn ACL last year.
he played 11 games 2 years ago, and he played 8 games last year. If Kyler Murray's healthy, I think they win it. But this is a weird. I'm on it. I'm on the Arizona train. I bet the over. I'm sticking to my over. Give me this one.
For me, give me Kyler. Also, the way that you just the way you framed it, you've convinced me. You've convinced me because I think, especially, I'm a big 2 years after an ACL for a player. Like somebody sent me like, oh, I'm on the Nick Chubb hype train, and I was like, not this year. Next year, I'm on the Nick Chubb hype train.
Did you not
this
see
year,
that video of him squatting like 1,000,000 pounds?
That's somebody sent me that, and I said, no, don't do it, don't buy into it. We do this every year. We do this. We wanted to do it with Saquon all the time. And it took Saquon 2 years to really come back. Give me Kyler making a full return to form, getting dubs like this, making them a fringe playoff team, even perhaps.
His second string.
Give me Kyler on
His second string isn't Andy Isabella anymore. No, you're not gonna win games with Dortch and Isabella, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm picking the Jets on this
Bobby
one.
Witt, for sure.
But I'll say, with regards to the ACL, concerned about it for sure. I think the first couple games back, 4 games back, definitely looked a little shaky. Definitely looked not exactly to form. But in the last final 3 games that Kyler played, he hit a top speed as fast as he has hit previously. Visually, everything looked. He looked just as quick and agile as he had in the past. And I think he finished the last couple games with over 250 receiving yards and over 71% completion percentage. He was cooking the last couple weeks of the season there. Small sample size, only 3 games, but that with just the copious amount of propaganda that I've been getting about this Cardinals offseason and how well it seems to be going, I think I'm optimistic about his health and how he's going to look coming back. But all that being said, I think Jets win this one.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness!
He's done it.
He talked us up. He really had me going. So they go into the bye week. I have them at 1-1-2-2, 2-4, 3-5, 5-5 at the week 11 bye week. Owen has them. He's high on them. 6-4.
Yep.
Chandler has them at
I think 4-6.
4-6.
I
Wow,
have
6-4
record.
5-5, 4-6.
I know where I'm picking Arizona this year. I know where I'm putting them.
Interesting. Okay. All right. They come out of the bye week. They travel to Seattle. I've already picked this as a loss for Arizona. Owen has picked this as a W for Arizona.
Sweeping Seattle.
And Chandler has picked this as a loss for Arizona.
If you're listening to Dahm, that's true.
Sorry, go ahead, Nolan.
No, sorry. All I'm trying to say is if you're listening to Dahm, that's true, and you find a way, like, will Arizona sweep Seattle, like a yes/no, like bet somewhere, give that to me. I'm actually hammering it. I'm not just saying this because Chandler is an Arizona fan. Seattle's going to regress,
he's doing
and Arizona got Marvin
that.
Harrison Jr.
He's fake like that.
It's true.
Are we just going to pretend that, like, Jamar Chase getting to the Bengals wasn't a giant reason that they started winning? Like, I don't think that Arizona's going to be that good, but Marvin Harrison Jr. is one of the top 5 wide receiver prospects we've seen in the last 10 years.
Probably.
Sounds like it.
He's got the pedigree. He's got the sample size.
Tyler Thigpen would put up numbers with Marvin Harrison Jr. So
that's fair.
And let's not forget Trey McBride making a sneaky slide. One of the better receiving tight ends in National Football League.
Sneaky, you know.
I saw I did a fantasy mock draft on an app and on Sleeper, and Trey McBride I think was tight end 2, and I was like, what? I was like, what just happened?
He was one of Kyler's favorite targets last year for sure. I think he led the team in catches when Kyler came back from injury. He was a beast, man. And then you got this guy Michael Wilson. This is the second year. He's just huge. He's just a massive body, great hands. He was awesome for us last year. Really excited to see what he can do this year too. On the other side of Marv, I don't know. We have some real offensive weapons. Our big concern is the defense. We were the 32nd rush defense in the NFL last year, which I'm told is bad. And so as long as we can maybe improve that a little bit, which, you know, our draft was heavily focused on defense. And we picked up 3 free agents this offseason. All 3 of them, or we picked up multiple free agents this season, but 3 of them were defensive tackles. So, I don't know. It's a point of emphasis that the team's trying to adjust or address, and so I don't know. Hopefully, we can correct the defense there.
Absolutely.
The following week they're at Minnesota. Give me Minnesota. Give me Arizona.
Arizona. I have to pick Arizona for some losses. I'm really pumping Sunshine, but I gotta pick them to lose a couple games, and I think they lose this one.
Okay. All right.
I'm going Arizona here. I don't think Minnesota's going to be very good this year.
I don't think Minnesota's going to be good either, but I can't pick the Cardinals at 12 wins. So,
Owen, have you considered that somebody in the NFL has to go worst to first?
Dude, I know. I had that thought earlier this show, and I'm like, I can't possibly say that out loud. Like,
I'll do it just to rattle you off of a couple wins.
Oh my gosh, I had to pick more losses, but I can't. Look at that schedule.
You're gonna pick them at 11 wins. Oh, it's picking them at 11 wins. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the following week they host Seattle. We already all picked this as an Arizona W.
Yep.
The next week they host New England, a team we have all agreed is going to be very bad. Me personally, I'm picking this as an Arizona W.
The sunshine pumping doesn't stop, boys. Give me Arizona.
You know, fun fact, I think Bill Belichick has never lost in State Farm Stadium. But he's not there anymore. Go Cards.
I think Patrick Mahomes is something like that as well. I think because we won that Arizona game. I think we won a different Arizona game. Or no, we won last year week 1, and then we won the Super Bowl. And I think that's Patrick Mahomes' 2 Arizona or State Farm Stadium games.
Kyler's never lost in AT&T. He had high school championship there, Big 12 championships there, beat the Cowboys.
Yep.
There you go.
And the last game that we actually have to pick, we've already picked the other ones. So December 22nd, they host the Carolina Panthers. I think we can all agree the Carolina Panthers are going to be bad. So I am going to pick the Arizona Cardinals to win this game.
Yeah, I just went back in and double dipped on my Cardinals over bet. I just bet them at over 8.5 now.
Owen's realized how easy this schedule is.
I mean, listen, I get 56% of my picks correct. I'm just choosing to believe that part of that 56% comes from the 100% on this Cardinals season. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not losing to the Panthers, guys. Like, the Cards are going 11-6. A gigantic upgrade because everything got better on their team. Literally every position got better in the offseason. At quarterback, they got healthier. At wide receiver, they exponentially got better. At defense, they got better. At running back, they stayed the same. They don't really need to improve on the running back all that much.
Fun fact, we were the 4th best rushing offense in the NFL last year.
See, exactly.
So, we drafted, I think what people consider the 2nd or 3rd best running back in the draft, Trey Benson from FSU, to back up James Conner. So
Benson.
Benson.
The amount of
what
regular
about
show,
now, Benson?
The amount of regular show memes with that guy is gonna be crazy. But yeah, Cards. Most obvious 11-6 team I think in the whole league. I think everyone agrees with me. Yeah, if Truman ends up finally beating me this year in the overall picks, I might have to look back on the Cardinals' choices. But
yeah, this will be where it all went wrong.
See, or I could be a genius and once again beat Truman for the 4th year in a row.
This will be your Chicago Bears.
Yeah, what isn't it like 8 teams who didn't make the playoffs last year make the playoffs in the next year, right? Isn't that been a a trend.
Yeah, I think it's
seasons?
I think like half the field
Like 7
is
or 8?
changed out every
We've
year.
got to pick a worst to first. That's our issue. We've got to find one.
Well, this is a
the
worst to
problem
second.
the problem is the Niners. I don't think they're giving up.
This
First,
isn't
but-
the division to do it. Just like the AFC West is not the one to do it in either.
I'm not one to like hope or wish for injuries.
Oh,
If any of those huge name players gets hurt on San Francisco, like
well, it's just like
they don't have that much depth.
That's
They
what
have
they had
great
2 years
star
ago, right?
power, but like if Brock, and what happened? They lost.
Yeah, right. 2 years ago, yeah, they just weren't.
If Brock Purdy, Mr. Janitor, gets hurt, then they have to go to Ultra Janitor at quarterback.
Or I guess
who's their backup again?
Who is the backup?
Backup is Josh Dobbs, the Pastronaut.
Oh, the
They're winning the
Pastronaut.
Super Bowl.
Man,
Oh my
R.I.P.
gosh.
R.I.P. Josh.
That's
Dobbs.
actually a decent backup quarterback. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's only good for one. He's only good for one game though.
Yeah, dude. Cardinals legend Joshua Dobbs.
That's right. But yeah, anyway, obvious 11 in the 6th season. I think everyone agrees with me.
Oh, this is a Cardinals win, by the way, Drew.
Cardinals.
I love how I had the fewest amount of wins. It makes me feel good.
Listen, I was sitting here.
coming
I've been sitting here thinking, and like, when you give them 2 free wins from Seattle, who's going to be terrible, like.
See, you're too low on Seattle, and it made you be too high on Arizona.
I'm not too low.
I told you. You're too low.
We can revisit this. Seattle's going to be bad.
We're gonna revisit it.
Actually,
That's the benefit of
I'm
doing this show.
tripling
We're gonna
down.
revisit it every.
I'm tripling
Oh
down.
my god! No way you're going and buying them over 9.5.
No. I'm
All the
betting.
hype.
On,
You're going under on
I'm betting
Seattle's
on the
win
Seattle
total.
under.
So okay, so to recap, I have Arizona at 9-8. Owen has them at 11-6.
That's
Chandler
right.
has them at 8-9, and the group has them at 9-8 as well. I think the group is
powered
going
them
to
through
take
to
it
a
on
winning
this one.
season. Let's go.
I think one game over 500.
Really, I'm
feels
just sitting
right.
here and I was just thinking about
Maybe
Marvin Harrison
a wild
Jr.
card. Maybe the third wild card.
I'm unironically was just sitting here thinking about Marvin Harrison Jr. and versus a last place schedule. Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr. versus a last place schedule.
Trust me, as Chiefs fans, we were all
Hall of
we were all
Fame
having-
DNA.
Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
you what? No, what were you saying?
Oh, 6'4", 205, Hall of Fame DNA.
He's gonna munch.
He is. It's true. I just don't know though. I don't know.
No,
I can get the
think 8 or 9
Seahawks.
wins is
I
good.
can get the Seahawks under 7.5 at plus 900.
You could.
Oh, that's so free.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
I hate this
Okay,
one.
I'm gonna need you to go to your phone app and type in 1-800.
Gambler.
Okay, listen.
Gambler.
You guys need to understand. and
1-800 bets off. I like when it was bets off more. I'll say it.
I'm okay with divulging my unit. My unit is $5. Okay, and I like to keep it that way so that when I bet 3 times, I
Good
bet
unit.
15 total
Owen's betting
dollars.
100 units.
That's right. I'm betting $500 that the Seahawks are going to win 7 or less games. I seriously don't see where they get over 7 wins, guys. I'm down on them. They got lucky for 9 games. And they lost their I don't like I need to double check this. Like, what are they projected at?
What?
I think 7.5 is their line.
The Seahawks are projected at they're
Yeah, they have
over
the same line as the Cardinals.
over 10.5 is minus 190. They think they're going to get 11 wins?
You must be looking at something wrong. There's no way.
What are you doing? What math are you doing again? What?
The Chiefs and the Niners have the highest win total.
Okay,
and they're
that makes
11.5.
more sense. That makes more sense. I had misclicked. That was San Francisco.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like,
There we
there's.
go.
I was like,
There we are.
I was looking at the over, and it was minus 190 at 10.5, and I was like, okay, something is wrong. Okay.
Something's wrong. I can
I
feel
was
it.
like, they let me think. This is why I use ESPN Bet. They let me cancel that for free.
Oh, you already bet that?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You were like, that's the freest it's ever been.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit. Like, plus 900?
I bet their win total is at 7.5.
Okay. Let me click on the right one this time.
Seattle Seahawks are 7.5. Man, I fucking
Alternate
nailed it.
regular season wins.
On FanDuel, you can get a plus 112 for under 7.5 wins.
Yeah, they are 7.5. So I can get them under 6.5 at plus 185 or under 8.5.
So Arizona and Seattle are both at 7.5. Seattle's plus money on the over, and or Arizona's plus money on the over, and Seattle is plus money on the under. So they think that the Seahawks are going to go over 7.5, and they think the Cardinals are going to be 7 wins, and they think the Seahawks are going to be 8 wins essentially.
Yep.
So
Why are these all jumbled? There we go.
interesting.
Under 7.5. Okay, this number makes more sense. Under 7.5 at plus 115. That makes more sense. Okay, cool. That's still free money though. Truman, are you ready for the top 5?
I am ready for the top 5, and also sorry for the people on YouTube. I don't know why it's making Chandler's video go away, but it is. So I just apologize. I would like to see Chandler's face all the time. Trust me. I mean, look at it. Chandler exclamation point on Spotify. Look at Emily's song, Chandler exclamation point, if you want to find the rest of his music as well. But I just, you don't get to see this face when you're just listening to the Spotify music. That's the only downside to the Spotify music. And apparently also whatever the hell's going on with... What'd you say?
The profile pic's the back of my head, so...
I know, right? But just imagine it. Just pull up the YouTube video. Listen, this is why you have 2 monitors for a reason. Have the Dahm That's True playing, sound off on YouTube, with Chandler's face up, listening to Chandler exclamation point on Spotify on the other screen.
It's so obvious.
It's
Why
simple.
wouldn't you do that?
Easy. Never been easier. Never been freer.
In accordance with our general top 5 rules, Truman, I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Okay, at number 5, my GOAT of this episode, Kyler Murray.
Okay.
My king.
I think that is a fair spot for Kyler Murray in this division.
Okay.
At number 4, okay, I need help with the name on this one. Is it Dre Greenlaw?
Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's who I'm putting at number 4. He's the linebacker who got hurt last year, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That is where I put him. Obviously, this is just players, injuries notwithstanding.
Okay.
So I don't think he's going to contribute too much for San Francisco this year because he got hurt, in the Super Bowl. But I think when healthy, he's a very good player. Number 3, this is where I'm putting George Kittle. I think that although I love to clown Kittle and he has no idea what he's doing in the playoffs, totals 100 total yards. But that's where I'm putting George Kittle.
Okay.
At number 2, this is where I'm putting Cooper Kupp. I think, once again, injuries notwithstanding, when healthy, one of, top 5 wide receiver. And number 1, this is where I'm putting pass rush Limbaugh. I think that Nick Bosa is the best player in the division.
Sorry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got caught up watching Bobby Wood Jr. I haven't written down any of your players past Dre Greenlaw.
It's okay. It's Kyler
Kittle?
Murray, Dre Greenlaw, George Kittle, Cooper Kupp, and pass rush Limbaugh. Nick Bosa.
So I noticed you did not include the
Hold
player
on.
of the year, offensive player of the year.
Hold on. Yeah, because he's a janitor.
What? No.
CMC, the janitor.
Dog.
Ooh.
Nope. Too late.
It's too late.
Too late.
I thought you were talking. I thought you were
You said
talking
the
about.
reigning offensive player of the year, and I was like, what?
I thought it was his face got player of the year.
I once you said janitor, I was like, he doesn't know.
Nope.
He doesn't know, does he?
Nope. That's tough. See, this is why I go first because it's funny when we forget players.
Wow, so
I included my
Murray best quarterback in the division?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely not even close.
Wow. I feel like it's him and Stafford. You feel like you got to respect Stafford a little bit, but
you totally forgot about Matthew Stafford, didn't you?
No, Matthew Stafford does not make a top 5.
You're lying.
He's too old.
All right, let's get into my top 5. I should have written down some players. So
yeah, you better put Stafford in there now.
Hold on, let me do my quick top 5. I don't know if I will, but
Oh, you forgot about Matthew Stafford then, didn't you, Truman?
no. I think Matthew Stafford goes in the honorable mention.
Yeah, honorably mentioned that he's old.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm going to mention
carried by Puka and Cup.
Probably. I mean, he's getting old, guys. Like he can't continue this.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to.
Okay, all right. I got my. Damn it. Man, what do I do with this? Ugh. There's a clear top 4 in my head, in my mind. There's a clear top 4, and 3 of them play for San Francisco.
Yep.
Number 5. Hold on, sorry.
Truman's got to watch
Wood
the end of this home run derby. He's watched it the whole time.
Yeah, Bobby Wood Jr. has 2 outs left. He needs 2 home runs
to tie.
Come on, Bobby.
To tie him. Hold on. That's gone. That's spanked.
One more
to time. He's got 2 outs. Come on.
You can do it.
This is good. I mean, this is good drama.
Under pressure.
No. Damn it.
Shouldn't have
one out. He needs 1 home run.
He gets another out. I thought that was it.
Yeah, he earned a bonus out. Oh, that's going to be close.
That's going to be
it's
a
way
fly.
too high. Oh, my God. It hit the fucking base of the fence.
No, Bobby.
He shouldn't have golfed that one.
Oh, my God, dude.
If he doesn't golf that one.
Oh.
So who wins? Who won?
Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez. Yep. All right.
Wow.
All
Okay.
right. That being said, I'm going to move Chandler over to this screen so that way we can see his face at all times now. Okay. All right. Okay. Now we're good with Chandler. All right. Okay. Now for my top 5. God. Number 5 is the hardest one to pick. So I'm going to do a legacy pick. I'm going to Stafford. Stafford goes number 5.
That's ridiculous.
I think that's fair. George Kittle, number 3 or number 4.
Okay.
Number 3, Cooper Kupp.
Okay. So you're leaving off one of the best players in. Okay.
Dre Greenlaw? Yeah, I don't care about a middle linebacker really. CMC number 2.
Okay.
Number 1, Nick Bosa. Pass rush Limbaugh. I mean, best player, definitely best defensive player in the division. Maybe in the NFC.
Yeah, now that Aaron Donald's gone.
It's him and I mean, for a long time this was Aaron Donald up top. And now I think Nick Bosa will just be up top for a long time.
What if Trump loses the presidency and then Nick Bosa doesn't have a sack for the rest of the season?
He might be mad. He might.
Yeah, I think it's a win-win for Bosa. Big year either way.
Yeah, right.
Election year.
If he wins, he's probably already in for the Secretary of Defense. Too easy.
Now, do they have a game on January 6th? Because he might miss it.
Ooh.
If Trump loses.
Yeah, wait. When's the last game of the season? Hold on. Oh, damn it. I can't check it, can I? Hold on.
Did you freeze the frames?
Yeah, I did. Last game of the season is January 5th.
Oh, it's on the 5th.
So wait. So what we need is, because they'll play the Cardinals, so we need the Cardinals to be at like 11 wins. And we need the Cardinals and San Francisco to be playing for the division on the last day of the year. So that way,
Perfect.
January 6th, Nick Bosa's just...
He's busy. He's
gone. And then Arizona wins the division, worst to first.
It's so obvious. I mean, how did we not think of that?
Where was Nick Bosa on January 6th?
Many are asking. Many are asking.
Not playing playoff football.
Have you seen a Super Bowl mic'd up, though?
No.
He's a weird guy. He talks. He talks weird.
He was a weird guy where
he's like quiet and he's like, "Hey man, you know you live in."
Well,
you're like what?
His dude, his press conference after where he's like, he got open, he threw the touchdown, and we lost the Super Bowl. It was like the saddest.
It's weird.
Yes, he is an odd guy. Yeah.
Turns out when you're a freak athlete, sometimes other parts of your body aren't super developed, like your personality.
True.
I don't know. Listen, dude. I mean, I know he'll talk shit. He'll find this podcast and talk shit to me. Like he talked shit to those Eagles fans. Told him to go home. What did he say to those Eagles fans that one time?
Who?
The Eagles fans were chirping him when they were.
No. They were chirping his. They were chirping the other one.
Oh, they're chirping Joey.
Yeah, they're chirping Joey. And Joey's like, dude. They're like, where are you at, brother?
That's right. I remember that. Because Joey went to the game to support his brother, and he was all decked out, and people were, yeah, that's right. That was so good.
Come
Oh
on, man. You know
man,
you can't walk past Phillies fans with thin skin.
it's true.
You can't show weakness in front of Philly fans.
Oh, here's the wait. Here. Hold on.
You gonna play the clip?
Yeah, I've got the really sad one. Here, here's Nick Bosa being really sad after the Super Bowl.
Could have done more. Everybody could have done more, and there's really not much to say at this point. It's gonna hurt, and it's gonna hit in waves, and but that's life. I feel like it was hard for anybody to say much after this one. We've been so close.
It's just the
But
it's,
that's life.
it's gonna hurt. It's gonna come in waves, but that's life.
Man.
It's like, damn, bro, calm.
Hey, listen,
Don't
dude,
be
that would
sad,
be my
man.
reaction if McCole Hardman cooked me for a touchdown in the Super Bowl. That'd be my reaction.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then McCole Hardman, actually, shout out to McCole. Dude made millions of dollars off of just talk show appearances after that. He went on
yeah.
like
I believe
5
it.
talk shows.
People were like, he was tampering, or no, he was leaking information. It was all this stuff. And it was just like, no, doesn't matter. Just doesn't. Nope, none of that was real. So, okay, Chandler, it is now time for you to school us in the NFC West and give us your top 5.
You know,
Give us all the players you missed.
last year you guys both missed Bosa, and you didn't do that this year. So
Nope.
I think we're doing pretty good.
That's fair.
I think it's tough because like you could just put all the San Francisco 49er players on here, and you it'd be hard to argue against it.
You fill out a top
I'm
5.
I'm gonna go Kittle 5.
Okay.
I think he's still when healthy elite tight end, both receiving and blocking, and it's just so instrumental what do they do on offense. I'm gonna put Cup on here at 4. Bit of a respect for the past thing, a bit of a down year last year, but you know what, 2-3 years ago we had maybe the greatest season a wide receiver's ever had winning Super Bowl MVP and breaking all sorts of records along the way. Undervalued position, and this is kind of why I wasn't sure if I should put him here or not. I put Fred Warner at 3. I think he's undisputedly the best linebacker in the NFL, but people don't really care about middle linebackers, and it's not the most important position. But I still think you have to respect even him being the best at the spot.
Yeah.
And then Go ahead.
Putting Greenlaw over Warner, I think, was a little odd. Owen, I'm just.
Greenlaw is great.
Yeah,
But
Fred
but
Warner's
Warner's
like
sideline
Warner.
to sideline, man.
Yeah, I think it's possible that I got the wrong linebacker here, but it's okay. I'm going to have to stick with that. That's what I do here.
They are different players. They are just different players. Okay.
For the top 2, I think you can go either way. I did Bosa 2, CMC 1, but I had a hard time picking between the two. I just think CMC is just a one-man plug-and-play offense, and Bosa is just an elite game wrecker. But I don't know. I was way more impressed with the San Francisco offense than the San Francisco defense last year, and so especially when it came to pass rush, they were 14th in pass defense last year, and a big part of that was because they were way down on previous year's sacks and pressures. Probably means Bosa's getting double covered or double teamed, I should say, but you can go either way with those two guys.
But I mean, in previous years, what was it? 2 years ago, or I guess so. Last season, 2 years before last season, so 3 years ago, Nick Bosa had DeForest Buckner on that line, and the year after that, he still had Charles Omenihu, and now he doesn't have any of those guys, and that's just like we were saying with Chris Jones. Chris Jones, the Chiefs haven't lost a Super Bowl when it's like two or more guys get, I think it's more than 6.5 sacks or 7 sacks. It's like if we have multiple guys who are going for that many, they can get there. And I'm wondering if the 49ers had a little bit of that fatigue where it's like, listen, if they can double Nick Bosa, then and nobody else is getting home, then you're not gonna do well. That's the thing about Chris Jones. Chris Jones gets double teamed, and then our guys are good enough to win one-on-ones enough to get sacks still. Where George Karlaftis had 10, Mike Dana, not a well-known name, but still had 8 or 9 or like 7. And so
Well, also the thing is a different scheme. Chandler mentioned this earlier.
Roaring Bull's pointing out that they literally had Chase Young. They had Chase Young for the second half of the season, and Chase Young ain't that good. That's why he got traded for scraps and didn't get re-signed.
Well, that's the thing about the Niners defense, though, is where it differs from the Chiefs. The Chiefs like to bring pressure from weird angles, like every other play. Like they're bringing pressure.
Right.
The Niners like to let their front three get up front pressure, and then they use their linebackers, who are really good at ball tracking, to suffocate your pass.
Yeah, sideline to sideline.
Yeah.
Fred Warner, Dre
But
Greenlaw.
that's the thing, and that's how you lose to the Chiefs, is that you let Nick Bosa get double teamed, and then your other guys just win.
Yep.
Then their other guys just win your one-on-ones, and then you're letting Mahomes throw into tight windows, which he's gonna be able to do.
Right.
But yeah, I think this top 5 list and overall picks, I was listening to the audio, us talking, and I could hear it. So, marked improvement from last year, I'll say.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the whole episode is the whole time. Man, I felt so bad about that. Thank you for coming back on again, Chandler. redeeming the show for us. Chandler exclamation point on Spotify. All the music for this show is done by Chandler for all the shows. And so, and he subscribed to Tier 1. Let's go. Wow.
That's right.
They've been subscribed for 46 months. He's on a 46-month streak. That's, I think, my entire streaming career. So, shout out to Chandler. That's
got
crazy.
in early.
Man.
Wow, that's almost 4 years. Holy.
Yeah. Yeah, considering Dahm That Truth's coming up on its 4-year anniversary. Yeah, it's almost assuredly since I've been streaming. So that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, we're at the end We're at the end of season 4, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming up on the end.
We're coming up on DTT season 5, baby. Isn't that insane?
That's crazy. What's the 5? Is it wood?
All the hussy it can eat,
Oh, God.
like it's a sugar cube.
Nice.
Wow.
That's like you were answering your own question with the Spotify sound.
The anniversary 5-year gift. Hold on. Damn it. It is wood.
So we get Braden to laser engrave something for us?
Oh, traditionally it's wood. Modern, it's silverware.
I ain't giving you no DTT spoons, buddy.
The gem is a sapphire. Flower is daisies. And colors are blue and pink. Both featured in the Dahm That's True logo.
Wow.
That's kind of crazy.
Clairvoyant. We knew it was going to go at least 5 years.
There you go. So, yeah.
But that's for next year. This is the 5th anniversary of it.
No, this is the 4th anniversary. It's the 5th season.
Yes, 5th season, 4th. Yes, okay.
So you've got a whole year to find something made of wood for me that we can put on stream.
Wait,
whoa.
We could just get Braden to laser engrave the logo.
Hey, yo.
18
on
plus.
some wood. That would be cool.
That'd be sick, huh?
That would be sick.
We'll see.
All right,
Chandler. I got a year to cook it.
Chandler, thank you for being here. Chandler, exclamation point on Spotify. Shout out all the people over at Patreon. Patreon.com/opendisasters. All the patrons. Aaron, Joe, Skylar, Dylan, Ozzy, and Mailbox Kansas City. Now open in the Iron District.
Yeah. Had one the other day. Really good. Forgot to put the tobbies on it because I'm a moron, but it was still good.
Twitter.com/OwenGoshDominant. Twitter.com/Steam Machine.
Follow on Spotify. Subscribe on YouTube.
There you go. Wow. Yeah.
Those comment sections on
everything.
On everything now. There's comment sections on Spotify now. So
is there comment sections on Spotify?
Yep. Spotify just replaced question and answer with just comments.
Damn.
So if you want to comment on Spotify, you want to comment on YouTube, please do so.
Yeah.
Remember you can hit the bell on both of them. Obviously, you can subscribe and follow. So.
I know people have told me, I know some people were telling me when we didn't get it posted last week in time, they're like, where's my notification? Where's my Wednesday morning notification that Dahm That's True's posted? And I was like, I'll tell you. Chandler, thank you again for being here. Chandler, exclamation point on Spotify.
Search Emily's song. Emily's song. That's my favorite one of Chandler's for sure.
It'll be.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Thank you guys.